Hey guys, what's going on? What's going on, everyone? See, there's a few people in here already, so thank you so much for waiting for the bell, I guess you could say. Guys, today is Friday, okay? One, it's head fake day, and two, it's live red folder day, okay? Very volatile day today, trust me when I say this. But, guys, with that being said, in the description box, okay, just remember one thing. Guys, we're not financial advisors here. All right, so what we're doing is providing free technical and fundamental analysis. If you guys are not too sure about trading or forex trading, make sure you guys are like consulting with someone who is a licensed financial advisor. What we're doing is just like I said, providing free technical and fundamental analysis. And yeah, so if you guys notice what I have on my chart here is I have gold. All right, so guys, just I know there's a lot of people who are really eager to trade today. You know what I mean? We've been having a really good week, but what I want you guys to do is, sorry guys, I was just reading something that popped up here. Is to notice that we have a. I'm going to erase this 9 EMA first. Just remove it, and then you can see that right now, guys, we have a lot of bottom wicks. Okay, a lot of bottom wicks. We've been sideways trading. Okay, since October 4th. Well, since the first actually, first, fourth, fifth, last like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, last 6 days. You can see they made a push, little sell off here, not too much movement, retraced and pulled back and pushed back up again. Okay, all right. So you guys will notice that because of these bottom wicks, that it acts as a nice kind of demand area. Okay, on actually gold. Okay, and remember this is just gold in the daily. All right, so I will tighten this up as we start doing our top down. All right, but what's going to happen is I'm going to go from basically daily, 4 hour, hourly, 30 minutes, okay, 15 minute, then down to the 5 minute, and then we're going to monitor everything based on that. Okay, so this is daily demand. One thing, guys, if you are kind of looking at gold right now, you can notice that there is potentially a chart pattern forming. Okay, you can see that we're starting to get a sell here. Okay, I want to do a little bit of a test for you guys after, and then we have continuation. All right, push down, getting kind of rejected at the same area. Okay, pushing. All right, and now we're kind of in this decision right here, guys. Before I finish this pattern, okay, guys, what do you see potentially forming here? What kind of chart pattern is this on the daily? Okay, now daily candles are definitely, they take a lot of time to trade. All right, a lot of patience, smaller lot sizes, this and that. Okay, but what kind of chart formation is this? Okay, and make sure, guys, it's two ways for this pattern. Okay, but make sure you're describing it properly. All right, so I know one person has said it. Yes, meditation with music. I believe you are correct too, right? So guys, it's an inverse, an inverted head and shoulder pattern. Okay, so you'll see because they're finding all this key support right here, and obviously this is just looking at it. All right, this is just potentially noticing chart formations here. Okay, so you can see, guys, that there would be an inverted head and shoulder pattern here. Okay, we have a shoulder. Okay, we have a head, and we have a potential other shoulder forming. It's a little bit lopsided, sorry, it's right around there, but that kind of finishes a little cleaner look, just so it's a little bit better looking. Okay, so now if it does hold support here, okay, all right, what it's looking to do is trying to bounce out of this demand zone and start coming up and testing these areas up here. Okay, and today, out of all days, all right, while I'm breaking this down to you, is it can do that because you can see we have one red folder, average hourly earnings. We have the one of the biggest folders of the whole month, NFP, non-farm employment change. Okay, and then we have our unemployment rate. Okay, three US folders at 8:30. All right, that's why I'm starting a little early today. All right, because I just want to be kind of on the charts, seeing everything, how it's looking and stuff like that. All right, but also, okay, that's just one option, an inverted head and shoulder pattern on gold on the daily. Okay, another potential thing you have to keep in mind is that we are fighting heavy, heavy, heavy selling pressure here. Okay, so on the daily, selling off, making a lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low. Okay, it still hasn't broken above to make anything anything worse. Sorry, not anything worse. What am I saying? Any potential guaranteed reversal. Okay, it's getting rejected here below this previous structure, so lower high, and we're going to see it if it's going to continue to sell and start to continue to make a lower low. Okay, so there's a few different options that can happen, and obviously it's a 50-50 kind of thing when you're trading red folder, because nothing is guaranteed. Like if you watch this stuff how we traded before, you've had a 150 pip candle that's dropped in literally 30 seconds. Okay, so that's one thing you need to keep in mind. All right, so with that being said, guys, let's get down to doing a top down. I was just showing you some potential options right now that we are looking at on gold on the daily time frame. Okay, so I think a lot of people, they notice that too. There's a lot of people in our group who are mentioning head and shoulders and different things like that. So it is a huge opportunity, but it is a huge opportunity too if the DXY is very bullish and then gold continues to have its selling pattern here, which is just a continuation in the daily downtrend. Okay, so from the daily, we're going to end up dropping it down to the 4 hour now. Okay, and you can see that lately, like the last little bit, it's been not the best trading, and the only reason why this is simply because the news that's being released, that's coming up at 8:30. Okay, so you know what, I know Tokyo session was a little bit not choppy last night, but a little bit slower. Okay, London session wasn't too bad. You can see they possibly came down in here, they made a dip. Okay, September 7th to the 6th, and it's been walking up. You can see also that they've made this candle close higher than this previous candle, pushed it up. This candle is closing higher than this previous two candles here, and you can see that there's potentially like a little bit of an uptrend forming on the 4 hour here. All right, you can start to see that they're holding potentially a nice little trend. All right, we're going to see if maybe it's going to get some rejection, because you can see these top wicks. Okay, maybe bounce back, come test this 4 hour uptrend on gold. All right, and then maybe have a continuation for a potential pattern to look something like this, a bounce. Okay, if it doesn't bounce, it's going to come back down and sink, continue and break this overall 4 hour trend. Okay, so let's look at now finding some closer resistance. All right, which are these two previous wicks right here, right at 1760.50. Okay, I can't make this up. Okay, 0.50. All right, you can see it. And now, like I said, the bottom wicks and the bodies, they're starting to form a nice little bounce. Okay, so you want to make sure that you're at least getting some kind of support on higher time frame, just in case it does kind of break through this uptrend until it gets rejected and sells off. Okay, you want to see if it's going to hold support here, and then same with, like I said, in this whole kind of area. But as you can see, that if it does sell anything below, it's approaching that daily demand. Okay, give me a sec, let me tighten this up here. Okay, good. Okay, so from now, from the 4 hour, I'm going to drop it down to the hourly. I'm just going to erase this here for a sec. Okay, so now you can start to see how gold, look at that, hovering around the 200. Okay, I'm telling you right now, at 8:30, you're going to see it either blast in either direction. Okay, at least 100 pips on gold in a matter of 20 seconds. Okay, so you can see how they're kind of doing a wave here, pushing, bouncing, but selling off, now pushing in. It's consolidating now. It's starting to get tighter and tighter, leading from this 4 hour uptrend, leading to the hourly. Okay, so you can see now that a little bit previous rejection at 1759.80. Okay, which is these top wicks. If we really dive in, okay, you can see there's rejection right there. Okay, and similarly across the board. All right, so we're approaching a key area. You can tell we're above the 200. All right, and now it's a lot of bullish momentum here. With these types of pushes, you have to expect some kind of a retest, which has started to retrace, and then the buyers took control again, and now they're starting to walk it up. But as they walk it up, now they're getting some previous resistance. All right, all right. So just make sure that you're tightening everything up when you're actually doing your top down. All right, it's important just to make sure everything's clean. Okay. Guys, you asked about results at NFP. I have no idea. That's at 8:30. It's only 6:25 in the morning for here. Okay. You'll notice the reason why I'm putting it in this area right here is across the board. All right, you can see it's heavy resistance. So every time they push it in this area, it's get rejected, pushed. Okay. They made a little bit of higher push, and then huge bearish engulfing candlestick, and then that's what started that downtrend. But you can see across the board, 1763 is a very key area. Okay. Okay, it's a little bit below that wick, but it's definitely 1763. Then you have 1764.90. Go to 1765 to clean it up, and you'll see it right at the top of that wick. All right, see, right at the top, 63, 64, 65. So that's the 20 pip area if it continues. All right. Okay, from the hourly now, I'm dropping it down to the 4 hour. Okay, and still you can notice, right, 4 hour uptrend. I'll even mark this for you. Okay, we have a 4 hour uptrend. All right, just in case people are wondering which time frame the trend is. So look, guys, right bounced off. Okay, now it's starting to go bullish. All right, but now we're coming to a key area of resistance here. Okay, and we now need to wait and see if it's going to starting to push. Okay, all right, or if it's going to come back down and get rejected, like how it has once, twice, possibly third time. Okay. All right. So from, let me see just here for a sec. There we go. From the 30 down to the 15. Okay. You can see we're still above the 200. They broke. All right, this is nice. You can see it's a perfect example of a nice little push off the 4 hour uptrend. Okay, retest. Okay, held, and here's your continuation in the bullish momentum. Okay. All right, you can see double bottom here. Neckline area tried to push up once, was rejected. You can see pushed. Okay, rejection, held support, and started to walk its way up here. So we know that this area has a lot of potential buyers in it. Okay, there's a lot. It was previous resistance. All right, across the board right here, you can start to see they tried to push up and was rejected. Okay, and then we have the break. Okay, the retest, and then the continuation. All right, you can see now. I'm going to just change this for 1 second here. It's going to be baby blue. All right, so anything under hourly, basically, I think I missed like maybe one. Okay, but the rest of them are going to be 5 minute. Anything under 30-minute, okay, is going to be baby blue. All right. All right. So now you can see, like I was mentioning up here, setting some resistance. All right. You can see right across the board. Okay, heavy resistance. All right. Made a nice little bounce here, but as soon as they get up in these previous areas, they start to sell. Okay. Okay. So when we drop it now from the 15 down to the 5, I would like to see how that candle is going to change. There we go. Perfect. Okay. So you can see, guys, this is now on the 5-minute time frame. All right. Pushes, retracements, holding support. Okay. Push, retrace, hold support. Retrace, hold support, and they're starting to walk its way up. Higher high, higher low. Higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low. Starting to make a higher high. You can see this previous wick is breaking above this structure right here. This resistance at 1759. Okay. And now you can see that anytime it comes in here, All right. You can even look at this on the 15-minute. Okay. Okay. We have a 15-minute supply area. Okay. So every time it comes up in here, it's retracing. Okay. Now we're approaching again, and we're going to see if the same thing's going to happen, if it's starting to get rejected, all right, and sell off, or if it's going to start to push through and then have the continuation. Okay, this is 15-minute supply, which I'll mark for you guys. Okay. All right. So we know that gold is also finding nice support at 1758. Okay, you can see that they tried to break it below here and it held. Okay. Roughly 0.50. All right. And now that, remember I was mentioning to you, as soon as they come up here, starts to touch, starts to retrace a little bit here. Okay, you can see it's starting to, but it's still holding nice support, guys. There's still a lot of bullish momentum being formed. Okay, so let's just wait and see here. This is going to be into a key area. I wouldn't be looking at anything just yet. It's only 6:30. I think 7 will get a nice little push. All right. Okay, 7 a.m. Okay, 7:15. I think we'll get a nice little push on gold. Maybe not to the point where it's like heavily reversing or pushing, but I think we'll start to see a little bit of move. It happens pretty much at every time at 7. Okay, and then if we're looking for next structure area, this wick for sure. And the bodies, these candles right there. Okay. Just give me a second here. 1760. Okay, heavy resistance right there. I'm just trying to find better key targets, guys. This on the 5-minute. Okay, so we have 1760.85, 1761.65. Okay, anywhere in this area right here, I'd roughly say. Guys, and yeah, sorry, this is live. But no, this is definitely live. Sorry, I was just looking at the charts. Just trying to make sure that we get everything kind of charted, done earlier. You know what I mean? Leading into the 7, because I think we got a nice move, guys. It's still making nice moves here. Okay, you can see it's still very bullish, having a nice little bounce. But remember, it's coming to that supply 15-minute area. So a few different directions. What I was mentioning before, come up here, start to bounce. Okay, if that's the case, it's gonna go like that. If it starts to hold here, all right, you can see it start to push, maybe a little rejection there, pull back, and then a continuation. All right, this is bearish direction. Okay, and this is bullish direction. All right, just showing you guys different pathways. Okay, so guys, remember what we did is we did a top-down analysis. So we started from the daily, all right, and then we worked our way down from the daily, 4-hour, hourly, all the way to 30-minute, 15-minute, and then lastly on the 5-minute. Okay. Okay, and guys, absolutely. When you're looking at charting here, like, there are a lot of people see different things. A lot of people, they don't trade on 5-minute time frames. Okay, so if you're just, you know what I mean, trading long, sometimes it's nice to just have someone in the background. But if you like to learn how to scalp and stuff like that, you know what I mean, this is the way that I personally like to do it. And yeah, but everyone has their own ideas, and that's totally respectable. I love hearing other people's ideas. So, but now, like I said, they're starting to push it up in this key area right here. All right, There's about 23 seconds left on this candle. Let's see how this next one's going to open and the next one's going to close. I'm just going to move this up here so we can see it. Okay, you see how they're getting rejection here? Top wick, okay, pushing up, not pushing back down, but this wick, this current wick right here is above this previous wick. All right, breaking above, so it is continuing, all right, to make higher high, but again, it's starting to close below the initial area of supply, so that's why it might be following this pathway here. We'll wait and see how far it's going to get to push down. Okay, if it starts to really sell off, we got to get back, starting below 1759 area coming in, and then start to break down. Most likely come and hit roughly 1758.5. Okay, similar to where this pathway is. Okay, that's if it's starting to break these key areas right here. And what I mean by that is I'm going to add on my 9 EMA, and this is where I wanted to just wait and start to show you guys that we have a 200 here. Okay, 200-day exponential moving average. All right, so you can see now it's acting as was once resistance, now good support. Okay, you can see it's bouncing above, but now we add on the lower time frame moving average. You can start to see it's faster and it's kind of accumulating and holding your price. When it's above it, you can see it acts as nice support, riding it to the upside. A little bit of push down here, head fake, and then it's starting to walk above. So now you can start to see that because they're selling it off, this is acting as good support. Okay, and you can see it's it'll bounce off it like a diving board, right? And if it does hold there, it's going to flick, and again going to flip, and then start to continue. But if it really starts to break through, like this pathway right here, you're going to see it shoot through, maybe for about 5-10 pips. Okay, then start to come down and see. But now you can see, remember I was telling you about the diving board? They're starting to bounce it off here. All right. Yeah, guys, we're going to look at US 30 for sure. I was just kind of just breaking it down on gold, trying to explain what we're looking at, because gold is obviously a fan favorite. Okay, but me personally, I like US 30. So very much like US 30. Okay, you can see they've made a bottom here, and they're really starting to push to the upside. Remember how I was telling you about the moving averages? When it's above in a bullish trend, okay, it's acting as support here, and it's walking it up. All right. Obviously, key levels of this type of horizontal support is very, very important as well, but you can also use the moving average. All right. So this is from yesterday, guys. I haven't really erased anything. I wanted to just show you something. So this also continued to look like you make a double bottom here. Okay, so pushed, pulled, pushed, and now we're right at that neckline for the possible breakout. Okay. Oh, sorry, let me grab this here, guys. So we're gonna start doing a top down on US 30. All right, guys. What area is this right here? Okay, I'm going to start drawing the other area, but what key area is this right here in the green? What is this green area right here? Yep, Ethel, you're looking good. Absolutely, guys. Guys, if you're not familiar with what these types of zones are called or anything like that, look at what's in the chat now. Okay, what is this? What is the red area right up here? Okay, so you can see from yesterday, it pushed all the way up. US 30 was very, very bullish yesterday, guys. All right, very, very bullish. Came into key supply area, and then it retraced again. Okay, similar to resistance, yes. All right, so let me label this first. Sorry. supply daily, demand daily. All right, US 30, remember how we were talking about this previously? Consolidated barcode action for finding really good support here in the buyer zone. Okay, accumulation, and then had distribution. Started to shoot it up all the way right into supply. Now they're getting that little retest. They're holding good support right at the bottom at 34,687. All right, which is this previous resistance. Okay, so what I want to do now is I want to get the bottom here of this previous candle. Sorry guys, sometimes trading doesn't always collect when I click on it. Oh, sorry, there we go. All right, so if you want to see where we're at in terms of the RSI, okay, a lot of people like using this. Okay, so we're hovering around the 50 area, okay, before we make our next moves on US 30, okay. So from the daily now, we're going to drop down to the 4 hour, okay. We're going to start to see, this is what we're looking at right now, okay. So bounced out of key daily, all right. Start moving this over here. All right, and now we're getting some resistance, but also look where we are, okay. We're at key resistance, okay, but also starting to form good support at the 200-day exponential moving average. All right, find a nice little support area, okay, resistance, bullish power and momentum pushed it up to this area. Next candle opened, flickered red, continued, okay. All right, so now if we extend this a little bit, we can start to see that we are in the 200 area. We do have good support forming. And guys, what I'm using is TradingView, okay, if you're not too familiar with what that is. I have a favorites bar here, okay, so it's just down in the menu, that's where I'm grabbing everything from. All right, some people are not familiar with TradingView, so that's why I always just kind of mention it. So guys, look at this, key suppliers, look at where we are. We're approaching here. If this thing starts to continue, it's going to continue like breaking through there, which then this will become demand, okay, and then it can start to walk up, guys. We're at key areas before, essentially, okay, on the 4 hour. And now, sorry, before we drop down, I just want to look at one key area first. Okay, so I thought. All right, so we're pushing bullish here, we're kind of consolidating. Let's see if we can get a nice little maybe flag pattern here, okay, and then continue, possibly retesting the supply and then selling off here, okay. Guys, just being real with you, if you're trying to predict NFP, okay, it's, I don't even know what to kind of compare that to, just because, like I said, I've personally been trading it for a long time, and whenever anybody asks about it, I literally say every single time I have no idea, okay. And remember, there's some people who have maybe been trading longer than me, longer than you have been, who it doesn't matter, and they're not predicting anything either, okay, because trust me when I say, when this news drops, the market's going to want to do what it's going to want to do. It's our job to focus on controlling our risk management, all right, you know what I mean, not over leveraging trades, trying to hit YOLO lots, and you know what I mean, just doing things like this, all right. So I just wanted to kind of mention that to some people because I think they needed to hear it. They hear NFP and they're like, they get excited, but it's a very you have to be very cautious when trading something like that. All right, if you haven't saw the page, sorry, the video on the page, or even followed mine on Instagram, my account, you can see that clearly gold can drop, like I was mentioning before, about 150 200 pips sometimes in the matter of 30 seconds, okay. So now guys, we're on the hourly here, all right, starting to form hourly support, and now we're starting to buy, but you can see there is a steady potential downtrend starting to form here, okay. So let's wait and see if they're going to hold true to this, all right. start to reject, start to sell off, maybe before holding good support here, and then working its way up. All right. Okay, so there's 15 minutes left on the hourly candle. Remember, it's 6:45. Okay, so now when we're dropping it down from the hourly down to the 30, now you can see the areas that we're working in here. Okay, so hopefully this makes sense. It's a constant double bottom here. Okay, push. All right, held support here, retest for a continuation. Now they're starting to get some rejection here. Found good support. All right, which was previous resistance at one point. Okay, and now what we're looking at doing is holding support roughly around this area and pushing up and starting to watch and see if we're going to continue this overall hourly downtrend. Okay, and obviously you can see now the 30-minute is following suit. Okay, do have key support formed. All right, roughly at 34,744. Okay, and yeah, guys, I'll go over NFP in a little bit. This is still a little bit before NFP, but we'll talk about what I personally am going to be using and what I think everybody else should be using, but everyone has their own views and stuff like that. So okay, so here's US 30, guys. This is what it's looking like on the 30-minute. All right, we've dropped it down from the 30 down to the 15. You can see we can extend it even further. So now we're working in this area. Okay, a lot of lines. Just if you're new, just be patient. You'll be understanding. This is top down leading into 5-minute price action. Okay, all right, so you can clearly see now that the 34,744 area is very key in terms of finding support here. Okay, even when they started to break it below, they pushed it back up, they retested. Okay, remember, push, retest, see that from that bottom wick right there, they held, and now they're getting rejected at that hourly downtrend. Okay, so I'm just going to write this on here. Okay, hourly downtrend. Okay, okay, so it's 6:47. We're going to wait and see how US 30 is going to kind of trade within this area right here. Okay, now we're into the 5-minute area. Okay, 5-minute is basically 5-minute candlesticks. So this is live. Okay, so you're going to notice that you want to make sure you just tighten everything up like I was mentioning before, especially when you get to these areas. Okay, just looking at this hourly downtrend, guys, here. So I had it before. Okay, I'm looking at doing this resistance. Okay. I'm going to change this. Not to yellow, I like pink. Okay. Okay, just to make that pop a little bit, guys. Okay, so look, remember I was telling you, here's your daily. I don't like that. Give me a sec. There we go. Okay. Resistance. Okay. Downtrend. Rejection. Okay. So you can start to see when you guys are doing this kind of top-down analysis that it's very important for you guys to notice these types of trends. Okay. Because you could have got into a nice little sell opportunity as soon as it got rejected right here at 34,807 mark. Okay, which has downtrend forming and then resistance. Okay, so it's coming to a key area. Okay, in terms of those rejection points. All right, so now remember I told you before, every time they push they're gonna have a little pull. Okay, so pushed, pull, holding support at the 200, which is previous consolidation. Okay, you can kind of see, look at all this noise we're coming into right now. Okay, starting to push it in this area again. All right, so you can expect kind of a little hold up before making any kind of big moves. All right, so guys, that was US 30 top down analysis. Had to fix up a few things, but as you can see, we have finding key support here, key support hovering and raging around the 200, have a daily downtrend, have resistance, and it all kind of adds up in terms of why you're starting to see a rejection here. Okay, so what I'm looking to do now is just maybe flip back to gold. Okay, because we're going to trade gold through the next probably a little bit. All right, 7 o'clock we might have a nice little move here forming. I am going to start 4-hour uptrend. I want you guys to just see this. So I'm going to, very similar to my other chart here. Oh, sorry. Okay. So remember I was mentioning to you, we have this pathway, this key rejection area, which is a 15-minute supply. Okay. You can see now they're finding good support right here, trying to push it up, but there's heavy resistance. All right, kind of sideways trading. This is a bullish engulfing candlestick, but as soon as it engulfed it, it went right into a supply and got rejected. Okay, all right, let me just check something here, guys. What are your spreads like on gold right now? Sorry, excuse me. Yeah, guys, we're gonna be trading NFP live. Okay, so let me know what your guys' spreads are for gold. Okay, guys, you'll see on the chat that sorry guys, give me a second. I got something caught in my throat. Everyone's spreads for gold, okay, being put in the chat box right now. Okay, so guys, if you're starting to see what everyone's mentioning, you'll notice what everyone's kind of spreads are. So I'm sorry guys, I'm not trying to sound quiet. I don't want to cough into the mic. Give me 1 second. Let me clear my throat. My voice is being lost after all these lives. Okay, there we go. A lot better. Okay, so remember we talked about this 15-minute supply. We also have key 5. I believe this is 5-minute resistance. Okay, so this is what gold is looking like if you guys are just signing on here. All right, guys, it's only 6:53. Okay, that's why we're not having much movement here, but you can see on a zoomed out view of the 5-minute, and if we even drop down to the 15-minute, nice top wicks here. Okay, so it's really nice to see. Obviously, like, we're scalping here, but you always want to check higher time frame, you know, the 15-minute, the 30, potentially the hourly. Okay, when you are scalping, to see how the higher time frame candles are starting to form. Okay, and then you obviously drop down to price, which is lower time frame, to be able to like I said, get in entries and to see where your next potential bounces could be. Okay, see how they're starting to resist there, guys, coming into key supply. All right, so starting to follow this pathway right here. Okay, making, okay, so 6:54, there's 42 seconds left on this candle. You're starting to see that, oh, sorry about that, guys. Don't worry, I'm going to change this. There we go. Okay, key resistance trap started to sell off exactly following this pathway. So guys, if you got into that sell, I'll show you what we're looking at here. Okay, it's a bit early to be doing that personally. Okay, but if it starts to fall out here, like I said, you want to have your stop loss nice and tight. All right, max you want to look like it's coming down here, because new candle is going to open, and we're going to see if it's going to hold true. It's going to retest. I'm just mentioning to you, if you guys got in this potential sell opportunity, okay, you want to make sure you have your stop loss there. Okay, roughly maybe 10-20 pips depending on your account, and you can wait and see that if it does follow this pathway, opportunity is coming to, right, 1758.50. Okay, but you can see, guys, that's why I like to wait till after 7. I was mentioning to you, because they are finding some good support here, so they need to break down, okay, and then can retest. Okay, if they're going to start to sell to this area and have a continuation. Okay, it's going to follow the same pathway as this, but they need to have that retest. Okay. All right, so see how they pushed it bullish initially. Okay, now they kind of tested this previous resistance here. Now it might be starting to fall. Okay, I'm just waiting, guys. I didn't take that. I'm just showing you guys, if you took it yourself, coming out of the 15-minute, what this trade could look like. The reason why I'm not is because, like I said, at 7, to 7:15, I know they're either going to have a potential reversal or a continuation. So I just want to see how these couple candles are going to close. Okay. All right. So 7 is obviously the next candle. Okay. And then maybe 15 minutes after, because it's nice to see how the 15-minute candle actually does develop. All right. So if this is too much for you on here, guys, I'll just remove this. You can see that it's going to follow this pathway. Okay, but if it does start to break, I'll put it back on. But make sure you're having a nice tight stop loss, even if you're looking at doing that. Just kind of going over the stop loss thing, guys. You always want to make sure that it's not as tight to your account where you're going to be getting knocked out every single time, but you want to make it as realistic as possible. So if depending on your account, guys, it all depends on your risk. Like if you understand you are using 1.0s and you have a 20 pip stop loss, you're going to go down potentially almost $200. Okay, same with at a 0.5. If you have a 20 pip stop loss, you can see that it's going to be roughly 100. Okay, and if you go higher, 30 pip, it's going to be even more, right? So 40 pips, you can understand 200, that can be $400, right? But my suggestion is on gold and this type of stuff, you're using smaller lots, frequently in and out, okay? But guys, so remember I was telling you that because we're in an overall uptrend, I'm just chilling, I'm waiting, okay? But some people, like I said, they understand that in supply, they're catching that nice little entry, they're scalping, okay? I was showing the continuation. Do you see how we're now holding support here? That's why personally I'm just waiting, okay? 7, 7, 10, 7, 15, okay? There are some people who really, really like to scalp this type of candle. Trust me, there's people who have, like I said, their sell limit right here. It comes to this area, exactly like this pathway, and then it starts to sell off. And they're already in the trade from up here. Perfect entry, guys. You know what I mean? From there, roughly to there, you're looking at 6 pips. If it dropped even more, maybe 7 pips, depending on your broker and spread, right? And they understand the risk that if it goes bullish here, they're going to take, you know what I mean, maybe a break entry loss, or, you know what I mean, is they're going to let it ride in their stop loss. There are some traders who are like that because they can be very risk minded. All right, exactly what I'm trying to say here, guys. I'm personally, I didn't take that trade. Okay, what I'm describing to you is that some people would have their sell limit here, okay, getting ready to hammer it down as soon as it gets in that 15. And I'm talking about everything to do with this 15-minute supply zone. Okay, you can see why that would not be the best idea. Okay, because one, you're forming in an uptrend here, right? And now, like I said, it's starting to push in the supply. You can see the pushback here, but you see how it pushed right back and continued in the overall trend. That's why I was showing you that if you did end up taking this, that would have wicked out and took your stop loss. And it's approaching 7 o'clock, guys. Watch, this next candle is going to be 7. That's why I was telling you, We haven't never traded live when I did it when it's been 7 o'clock. It's always been like 8:30. But I follow gold quite profusely when it's at 7 too, and that's why I was telling you to just wait. And if you didn't, you know what I mean, you got in, you would have been wicked out. All right. Okay. So look, guys, you see what I'm saying? Counter trading against the trend can be very detrimental before key times on, especially on gold, because now you can see it's starting to break up. All right. Okay. See, guys, I know how, like, because we run a group, I know how traders would trade. I'm showing you both ways to show you different trade minded. Okay, people are following the potential continuation of the uptrend here, right? And then you have the counter traders. Okay, the people who have their pending orders, okay, ready. All right, and guys, if you don't know what a pending order is, okay, we do have a buy stop, sell stop, different things like this. I'm not logged in, but you can see right here a sell limit. All right, once it comes up to a key area, it gets rejected. That's what I was kind of showing you right there as a sell limit. Not the best idea, as you can tell. It's going very bullish now, guys. All right. So what we can see now is when we add the EMA, the 9 tried to break, held good support, and now started to walk up, guys. So you can see key areas right here. Right. This was the opportunity, the break of the entry, the trapping gap. Okay. Roughly 1760 mark right there. Okay. So this is why, guys, counter trading against the trend is not always the best. All right. And now you can definitely see why. All right. And imagine now you don't have your stop loss set. All right. And now it's starting to break above. Guys, I can tell you a book. I can tell you the best free thing that you can get on YouTube. Okay. And it is called Trading in the Zone by Mark Douglas. All right. Some of you may need it after today because you know what I mean. But, you know, that's one of the best books that I ever suggest to read. Okay. So guys, if you had the continuation here, this is looking good. It's starting to follow this pathway. Okay. Look at this bullish momentum. And guys, if you were following me from the daily, you guys remember I went over, we have a shoulder, head, potential shoulder here, an inverted head and shoulder potentially forming here. Okay. So we'll wait and see if this is going to really come true, if gold is going to start to push, starting to get to 1770 area, you know what I mean? Holding that 4-hour uptrend. Okay. Look at gold, guys. It's starting to pump. Following this pathway, look to it to get to a target of right here. All right, exactly the key area. Let's see. Where it's getting pushed down is this resistance right here, okay? And I'll show you. You can see that I have a price line going across there, but it was getting rejected right here, okay? You can see gold was trying to push up twice, closed below, bearish engulfing, and then it started to sell off here, okay? So you can see that little price line starting to break above it now. All right. Guys, honestly, through NFP, like I'll write this on here. 8:30. I'll do it for you. That's my analysis on NFP. I won't personally be trading it. Like I'll be live, okay, but I'm not going to be personally holding any orders in there. I want to see how it drops because it's a 50-50 gamble. You guys got to understand that in this type of trading, this type of candle. Trust me, you'll thank me. I've I've personally blown an account on NFP, okay, and so I know. Be smart, be risk mindful, and understand that just don't do that. Okay, hope that makes sense. But I will be trading it live, okay, and I will be looking for continuations and different things like that. All right, so okay, so guys, if you're holding this buy, okay, from this area right here. Make sure you have a tight stop loss, okay. All right, because this is what this green looked like, okay. This was 655. I told you guys, remember, I can't make this up, okay. This candle right here, look at the time, look at the time, okay. I want to see if I can see a timestamp here. Call out balloon. Sorry guys, there's no time note, okay? There's no timestamp. But look, if you look at the bottom right here, 7 o'clock. Look at the 7 o'clock candle, guys. This is why I'm telling you I'm waiting until 7. All right? Do you see what I'm saying? This is why I'm waiting until 7. All right? And I hope you guys understand that. It was a trapping gap, okay? Consolidated it, and they trapped it up. They head faked you, all right, by believing that this 15-minute supplier is going to hold, okay? So now we're starting to push up, guys. You can see we even broke above that 5-minute resistance, and now we're approaching the next area. I'm going to have to change that to blue. Give me a second here. Okay. Alright, I'm just gonna move this over here, guys. I didn't have it on there, okay, for real. We had a pathway, which was this area. So I'll move this over here just so you guys can see. I'm just moving this on here now so it just doesn't crowd what's to come. Alright. Okay, don't know if it'll get up that high. We're looking at probably contesting here before we have a retracement. Okay, maybe bouncing back 1761.29. All right, guys, so if you are in this trade right here and you did get in the trap, like I said, some people maybe got in up here. That's where I had the initial arrow. So if you want to mark that there with the stop loss there, you can roll with it like that. Okay. In terms of folders, it's right here. Go to forexfactory.com, non-farm employment change, NF, you know what I mean? I guess you could say NFP, NFE. Guys, how long will I wait till after? I might look at the next candle, 835, 840 candle, for real, if it's going to get a continuation or a push. Okay. It's okay. No worries, man. Everyone has questions. It's okay. So now you guys can see that gold is still trying to push. Guys, if you're in this trade and you got in anywhere around here, and like I said, you're not wanting to, you get a little nervous and stuff like that, you know, you start to worry about these trades reversing. What you can do is to protect yourself, guys. You can make this a risk-free trade by moving your stop loss to break even. All right. Okay, the reason why you would want to do that is because, like I said, it's better to eat the commission, okay, than to, like I said, lose another 20-30 pips if it does reverse. Okay, guys, we're gonna add in the super chat soon, so if you guys want to request certain charts, we can do it like that. So just stay tuned. Okay, so the next TP, guys, if it does keep continuing, okay, but you can see it's heavy resistance now, guys, heavy resistance. So what must go up? All right, you can see this pathway right here. It's got to come down, have a little bit of a retest here. Okay, huge bullish push, guys. That candle alone, remember I told you about the 7 o'clock candle? You want to know what that candle is? That candle is almost 13 pips, guys. That's huge. That's huge. That's a very big candle. Okay, it's one of the biggest bullish candles of the last little bit. Okay, now you're having a continuation walk. All right, look at the power, guys. Look at the push. All right, that's why you move your stop loss to break even. You're good to go. Just hit 1761.7 and starting to run, guys. Look at this. Huge pushes. All right. All right, next area is here. Okay, guys, remember 7 a.m. for when you're trading next week and stuff like that. 7 a.m. they always kind of have some kind of a push or pull. Okay. Will they move the market in a different direction for NFP? I have no idea. It's only 7 o'clock. There's still about an hour and 30 minutes, or sorry, hour and 20 minutes until the actual folder will be launched. So we'll wait and see here. Until that time, like I said, gold is pretty bullish. Okay. You did miss the trade, guys. It was anywhere right out here. You can see we had two opportunities set at roughly around before 7. I did mention the 7 a.m. candle right here is going to be the one candle that you want to look to do anything on, and you can see why. Okay, look at that bullish push, guys. That trade, if you did not, even if you got in from up here, a trade is still running, guys. Almost 15 pips. Okay, so it just hit 1762, guys. Look at this, just tapped that. Okay, nice bullish push. So I'm not looking to buy anything right now personally, like you shouldn't be. Okay, all right, there we go. Just tightening everything up here. Okay, let's check out the DXY for a second here. Okay. So look at this. It's interesting, guys. DXY is selling off huge. Okay, finding some good support. Okay, you can see now they pushed it through bullish. Okay, on the 9, now they're retracing it. Okay, trying to hold good support. They held good support for this previous candle, and now they're looking to walk their way up here. They're getting some rejection and resistance simply because you can see it happened once prior. Okay, so what we need to look at doing is having it either continue in a bearish trend like it's trying to do, or it's going to continue, go against the trend. Okay, kind of reverse around here and look to go bullish. All right, buy or sell in 1 hour. I wouldn't be buying and selling on 1 hour candlesticks today, dude, just being honest with you. Okay, because if you're buying on this hourly candle, okay, you're already at 7:15, so then you're gonna have to wait for 8:15 to close. All right, and then I'm judging by when if you're buying right now. Okay, and if you're holding, if you buy at 8 and you're not knowing about this news right here, guys, I'm being for real. This is why I love this. We want to do this channel, is because some people have no idea about this. Okay, and they could be trading it, and then all of a sudden it's like, what happened? You know what I mean? This is because it's showing it. I'm going to show you live NFP what's happening. Okay, very important. Okay, look at where they're kind of consolidating it now, guys. So you can see they made a nice little push. All right, nice little consolidation possibly forming. There's still 1 minute and 23 seconds here, and we're going to wait and see now. If it starts to break below 1761.65 and hold, okay, we want it to hold here for you if you're in buys. Okay, but you can see now a lot of top wick. All right, might be a quick little pullback. All right, might be a little pullback here. Okay, holding support, and you can start to walk the way up continuously. All right, guys, I'm just going to erase this green pathway. Like I said, if you want to see on the previous or why I put it there, you can watch the video again. Okay, but for now I'm looking for what's the next move. Okay, what's the next move here? All right, so you can see how it's getting rejected. It's kind of retesting, and now we're looking at see if we can get a continuation. Guys, did anyone take that gold buy? Did anyone get in that? Okay, so they are closing it below 1762. Okay. Okay, guys, it's good to know that some people are in there. Okay. A little. If you got in a little late, guys, make sure you're understanding risk management. Okay. Oh, sorry, guys, just getting all. I gotta get all situated. You know how it is. Okay, so guys, real talk. Listen to me here. Okay. This is gonna retrace a little bit. All right, it's gonna maybe start to pull back. See how it's starting to hold good support. 1761.65, like I was telling you. The volume is starting to slow down. Okay, it's starting to slow down. Okay, you're seeing a little doji sign right here. Okay, so you can expect a little bit of a pullback here. So I'm telling you, it's probably going to dip a bit. Okay, and then we're going to see if it's going to hold some support here and continue. All right, let's look at US 30 here. Oh. All right, look at US 30. Remember how I told you hourly trend? Look at this, guys. This is no joke. Okay, resistance, hourly trend, downtrend. Okay, sold off. Guys, if you would have scalped off from there and got to sell, we weren't focusing on it, but you could have secured, maybe collected, 35 pips. All right, and now retraced, holding good support at the 9. Let's see if they're going to work their way up and find either resistance again, or this is going to break through and then become support here. Okay, this is US 30 on the 5-minute. All right. Okay, remember how I was telling you you're going to dip a little bit here? All right. Okay, I was mentioning a little dip. So if you're in, move your stop loss to break even, guys. All right. And also, maybe you can move your stop loss. Like, I'll be honest with you, if you, depending on where you got in, okay, we should move this down here. All right. I'm going to throw in an example of a stop loss where you say you got in from down here in this area. Move your stop loss into into profit. Okay. So you would have secured, maybe we'll say in this area, maybe 7.5 pips, maybe 8 pips. Okay. That way, at least you're covering your commissions, depending on what lot size you're using, what broker you're using, whatever you're using. Okay, if you move your stop loss to in profits, you're guaranteeing yourself these pips. Okay, that's the nice thing about doing that. All right, especially if you get in a nice trade and you're up 20, 30 pips. Okay, look at doing something like that. Put my stop loss to good, guys. Okay, just checking something here, guys. Okay, look how they now held support here, and they're starting to push up. Okay. Okay, starting to walk, guys. Looking good here. Look. Look at this, guys. Look at this. Starting to fly. Let's go. 1762.3. Remember, we're looking at that inverted head and shoulder. Starting to walk, guys. It's starting to run. See? Pathway followed. I don't have to tell you guys all the time to buy and sell. If you believe that this is going to continue, and it is, you know what I mean? Good for you. Good on you. It worked, right? Okay, so now, but I want you to realize something, and maybe you're not familiar with this. Okay, I've done this just my experience. Okay, whenever it gets heavily like distanced from the moving average, I'm telling you, especially from the 9, it's gonna retrace a little bit. Okay, similar to how it happened here. There's still 4 minutes left on this candle here. Okay, but it's very far away from the 9. All right, so remember, it usually generally hovers around it, but there's a lot of strength here, guys. Look at this. This is crazy. All right. Okay, key areas now, this wick right up here. All right, that's the next target. Okay, okay, guys, if you're in this trade, okay, from anywhere, say down here, got a little late, you know what I mean? That trade, when it hit 1760 roughly 3, you're looking at 20 plus pips. Okay, 20 plus pips. Okay, next TP is here, guys, and I'm going to show you something. Let's look at the 15-minute. Look at this, guys. Remember, right out of the supply, rejected. Okay, hovered, and then the next 7 o'clock candle, I told you guys, that's why you wait till 7. You're going to start to listen to me eventually, I swear. Okay, and now we're coming up to that key 1763 area. Okay, and you're getting pushed down just a little bit. Okay, the next candle, I'm pretty sure, will either close below 1763. Okay, or it's going to start to have that nice little open up and gap to the upside again. But regardless, make sure your stop loss is in place. Okay, and remember, I was just kind of mentioning to you that as soon as it gets heavily away, distanced from the 9 or from any kind of moving average that we have on here, they might try to retrace it a little bit. You can see how there's buying and selling pressure right up here. It's flicking red, flicking green, you know what I mean? So okay, look at this, guy's bullish, bullish. Okay, I just had to send a link to the free group, guys. They don't know what they're missing out. No, you should not be buying right now. Not a good entry to buy, guys. No buying right now, okay? No buying, please. I'm like, I don't know who anyone is. I know a few people on this call, but please, like, I'm looking out for you as a complete stranger. Do not buy right now, okay? Don't. You're buying high, you're buying FOMO, okay? Fear of missing out. You know what I mean? That's what you want to eliminate, okay? Okay. Guys, if it does break above here, I'm going to have to go to my 15-minute. You can see it's right at a key area. Next TP. Okay. Nice little gap there. And I'm just, dude, I'm not buying, I'm not like saying for you to buy this. If you do, it's on you. Like I said, I can't control what you guys are doing. Okay. But what I can control is showing you the potential next area if you're already in this trade. Okay. So the trade is up, guys. The trade is up huge from potential entry point where we had that original green pathway set. Roughly 25 pips. If it comes up and touches here, guys, it's going to be roughly 30 pips. So you're looking at maybe 27 with your spread and commission. Okay. All right. So remember, guys, what must come down. It's heavily away from the 9. Okay. If you really want to check some indicator here, I know you guys all like RSI. Look at where we're at in RSI. You never want to heavily rely on it, but there is some selling pressure. Okay. We're heavily overbought. 76. Well, not really heavily, but it's enough to start this potential reversal here. Okay. Now remember, I'm just going to be honest with you here. If you're selling, okay, similar to down here, maybe people got head faked out, right? That's why they were doing, sorry, extend this. Head faked out here. This is a bullish trend, and it's a continuation of a bullish trend for quite some time. All right, you can see bounce off the 4-hour uptrend. Okay, this is already charted for us, guys, because we did a top down. Okay, bounce off the 4-hour and it's continuing. You got to expect at some point a retracement, a pullback. Okay, we caught these pips and it's very nice, but remember, there was no retracement, there was no retest. Okay, and now what we're looking at doing is basically getting pushed down from higher time frame support at 1762. So if we drop down to the 5, as you can see, because that candle wick on the 15-minute was getting pushed down, the new candle opened and you're looking at bearish momentum here, guys. So if you're in this trade, okay, look at securing. Okay, okay, totally up to you guys, but if you're in this trade, look to secure some of the pips. All right, because last thing you want to happen is this thing to start to really kind of push down, sell off, and then break through that 9, and then you start to having, oh no, shit, I'm now coming to break even. I was up maybe 20 pips and now I'm at break even. That's what you don't want to happen. And I know I'm telling you this because I see it and hear it all the time in the group. You know, sometimes they try to let it run and then they wonder why it comes back. Guys, taking pips, there's nothing wrong with 5, 10, 15 pips. There's nothing wrong with that, right? Guys, sorry, I'm not really breathing heavy. I got a fan right here, so it kind of blows in and out. But if the mic is too close, I do apologize. If it bothers you that much too, like I said, I don't want to be rude, but there are other people who probably don't breathe into the mic, you know. So a minute left, guys, on this rejection candle. You can start to see. All right, now they're holding good support at this 1762 area. Okay. Okay. Okay, guys, it hasn't closed engulfing yet. All right. You can see it's finding good support here. We're battling that overall uptrend. There's still 30 seconds left. Okay, so it's got to close engulfing to continue in that pattern, which would be a reversal pattern. All right. Okay, 4 seconds left. You can start to see now. New candle's going to open here. Let's see how they're going to open. They held good support. You can see both these wicks held. Okay, new candle's opening, it's flickering bullish initially. Okay, so now what you want to see, if we really dive into this, okay, either a little bit of momentum push here. Okay, you can see both bodies close horizontal. All right, it's going to test 1762. Okay, and if it doesn't break, it won't even get up to the top of these two closed candles right here. Okay, look at US 30, guys. Can't make this stuff up. Hourly downtrend. Okay, so if it does start to break, guys, and sell, could be a nice little neckline break right here. Sorry, 1 second here. What the heck is going on? There we go. Okay, guys, if it starts to get rejected here and continue in this downtrend, okay, this is a neckline. What I see here forming is, see how it bounced in this area? Okay, boom, could form here. If it doesn't hold support in this area or here, you can start to see it form this neckline and then start to break, which should come down and then touch this area right here. Okay, that's if it doesn't hold. What I could also see happening is this. Okay, a double bottom like this. Okay, and then making its way up, and we're talking at like 815 area, you know, just showing you guys different directional paths. Okay, okay, look at gold resistance forming. Remember, I was telling you 1763 area, 1763 key mark right there. See, it's getting rejected. It's that top wick right above this resistance, right above this resistance. Okay, guys, I'm not too sure about oil. I'm not too sure, but guys, if there are people in here who trade oil, would NF, the 830 news, would that affect oil, crude oil? I don't trade oil, guys. So if you guys have questions, I apologize about not being able to answer that for you, but I really have no clue, man. Or if you're a girl, I have no clue. I'm so sorry, but there might be some people in the chat who can better answer that for me. You know what I mean? So if you're in there, guys, if you're an oil trader, you know, kind of speak up and see if this type of news will affect it. I'm not looking at selling gold yet until it starts to break here, and remember, it's coming into 730, so okay, guys, if you're asking questions about oil, you know what I mean? I know Canadian news is heavily affected on oil, you can see. So red folder. And obviously the US dollar affects pretty much everything. So, and guys, before we continue talking about oil, you can see now they're trying to flatten it. That formed a dragonfly doji. Sorry, wrong candle completely, my bad. It formed a gravestone doji, okay? And now they're looking like it might start to kind of retrace here. If it holds good support and doesn't break below these previous these body closes, if it holds here, then you're going to see this kind of skyrocket up. But if it doesn't, once it starts testing these wicks again, it's going to start to fall again, coming near that 9 EMA. Okay. Okay, 42 seconds left on this current candle right here. Okay, 12 seconds. Okay, New candles opening on gold. Okay, just opened up. It's flickering bullish here. Okay, this is why I'm mentioning to you, it's got, if it's going to hold true in this resistance, it's going to hold 1763 again, and you're going to see a top week being pushed down. If not, guys, this thing is going to continue. Okay, sunny, engulfing patterns, obviously. Okay, you're exactly shooting star, and then you have your gravestone dojis, are all three commonly used reversal patterns. Okay, and obviously you obviously have your 3 bar plays, you know, your 3 black crows, okay, which are your, it's your steady downtrend. Okay, so remember why I'm telling you not to counter trade, guys, not yet at least, simply because it's still opening up bullish here. Although there's still 4 minutes left, you can see that it's starting to fill this previous wick, possibly getting some rejection at 1763 area. If it doesn't get rejected here, guys, you're going to see this just start to push up and continue. This is why I was mentioning to you, like, you don't really want to be counter trading here. This could be a short-term pullback. I just didn't want you guys to lose. Maybe if this thing dropped even further coming down here, it wouldn't have been, you know, fun for you guys, right? So yeah, guys, we're updating our overlay. We've been editing it recently, so if some things are kind of lagging a little bit, do apologize. We're gonna have a nice, more interactive screen coming up and stuff like that. The one we have now is nice, but we want to take it a little to the next level, a little bit better here. Okay. So, guys, I mentioned about a Mark Douglas book. Have you guys ever watched that, Trading in the Zone? Have you guys ever read that? Okay, guys, remember why I'm telling you about this neckline here? You know, let's see if this is going to hold true. Okay, so do you guys know about Trading in the Zone? Do you guys ever heard about that? Have you ever read it? You know what I mean? Japanese candlestick book, absolutely, man. Remington, that's a good, that's a very good book too. Okay, but guys, if you're not familiar with it, grab it. Okay, Trading in the Zone is a free version on YouTube. Okay, you can, nice little audio book. All right. Okay, so let's check out gold now for 1 second here. So remember, guys, I was telling you about gold. This is it, flip switch. Okay, so I told you it's coming around here, and it just didn't want it to do that, but obviously I told you what comes up must come down, and now it's starting to sell off here. Okay, so whether you guys see it or not, that's why I was telling you to secure some of these partials here. If in this trade, I had it on there for a bit, start to secure your pips, guys. Okay, because now this is eating up half of them, right? And now it's looking pretty bearish here. Okay, so I'm just removing that just because it's, every time I touch it, it like highlights, and it's just annoying. Okay, but look for this now to retrace and possibly come back down to this once was a supply area. This might be now forming a what I'm saying. We'll see if it's going to hold as now demand. Okay, and what I mean by this is it's going to try to hold support here. Okay, we had the chopping gap breakout initially. All right, and now we're starting to work, like I said, in this area right here. If it starts to break down, so if it breaks here, comes around in this area, we're going to see if it's going to get a continuation. Okay, if it doesn't, it's going to start to break down, guys. It's going to come roughly right around this 200. Okay, so we're going to approach key area, guys, but remember, I was just kind of telling you before, if you're in that trade, start secure it, because it's eaten up, like the overall trade, if you got in from down here, it ran almost 30 pips, okay, depending on what your count was. Okay, and then you have that huge sell-off coming here, and it's starting to sell. All right, so that ate up about 12 pips. Okay, so here's your retest below the 9. Let's see if it's going to hold true here. Okay, you're going to see a top wick. If it starts to hold there, it can start to sell off. Okay, if it starts to hold support here at 1761, you're looking at possibly pushing to the upside here. Okay, so let's just wait and see. 4 minutes still left on this current candle that just opened up. All right. Okay, let's see what's going on with US 30 here. Okay, US 30, guys. What I'm showing you here is, and guys, if you're using demo account, whatever you're using, you know what I mean, just look at what I'm seeing here. Okay, we don't know if this is going to happen. This is the market. All right, so it's going to come in this area, see how it's holding support now at the 200. If it broke, like I said, we have a neckline here. We're looking for a continuation pattern. But again, because it's been testing, all right, this hourly uptrend a few times, what you could see now happening is it could form this. Okay, and then have a continuation like this. I'm putting it below the 200. I hope you guys notice that. Okay, anything below it could have a nice little sink and start to fall. All right, that's why it's down. Okay, okay, and if it starts to break into that W pattern, okay, we have a neckline, an M pattern neckline here. I'm showing you potential necklines, guys, on US 30. So if you guys like that, you know, great. If you're not too sure what a neckline is, make sure you just check it out. Like I said, guys in our group, I know you know what this is. So double top, okay, sorry, double bottom, I'm going to show you first. It's holding here, it starts to break above, okay, and then you can have a continuation if it starts to break there. Okay, it's a W pattern. Okay, and that would be a continuation of this overall uptrend. You see push, pull, push, pull, hold support, and then you can see it starting to walk up. All right, if now this starts to break down and holding this M pattern here, which has a continuation, right, you can start to see neckline. See, I was telling you, push right here. You can see it's getting some hold up simply because of the 200, and then you could have this break of this neckline for a continuation. All right, what helped me for psychology of trading personally, the losses that I took at the beginning, for sure, and I still take losses, guys, but psychology is you just got to be emotionless. Okay, like, I hope that makes sense to you guys. Like, you just got to be trying to be like a robot when trading, and understand the risk, because if you guys are not understanding risk, like, you will not understand why you go down, and you'll get really upset at the market, guys. The market doesn't do anything to you. It's there. You know what I mean? The market is just there, and you need to react on the market. But when we lose, or something like that, we tend to take it personally, right? And then we get frustrated and we get pissed off and all that kind of stuff. If you're not expecting anything from the market, or whatever this pips is, if you're not expecting anything, you're not going to be let down. You know what I mean? So the best thing is not to take this personal, and just to understand that this is substantial risk. Like, Forex trading is risky, guys. I've personally had some losses too, like everyone has. Like, you know what I mean? We posted it last night on our Instagram. $200 loss, 20 pips. You know what I mean? But when you start to understand that you accept these losses, and then you can move on from them, I think that'll be a little bit better for you, for more mental aspect. Okay. Okay, so now they found some support on gold here, guys. Okay, you can see they found support here. They bounced it up. They're now testing that 9 again. It's coming to a key area. It's either going to push or pull here. You can see they're not wanting to even open it up yet. If we zoom in, now we're looking right here. I'm going to just close this for a second. Okay, you can see they pushed it up, now hovering right around 1761.76, and now it's right at that 9, so it's kind of maybe sideways trading for a bit. Is in there. Guys, we'll share some of it. We share pretty much. And remember, there's two of us too, so there's sometimes when people get on a hot streak, you know what I mean, and it's good. But yesterday we posted one. We took a Euro CAD. We were in a nice little buy yesterday, and then we all took some L's. Okay, it just happens, and that's why holding trades is not always necessarily the best thing to do. All right. Okay, so look, now they're getting some resistance here. Okay, trying to push up. You can see it's heavy selling pressure now. All right. Okay, so let's wait and see for the next leg what we're looking at doing here. What I mean by this, see if we're going to consolidate right here for a little bit. Okay, you can see push, pull, push. Okay, so if it starts to break out of here, guys, what it's looking at doing, yep, it's either going to be a continuation, okay, to the upside, push, pull. Now they're opening up at that 200, at that 9. Okay, it's either going to have a continuation, okay, back up and starting testing this area right here. Okay, looking good like that. Okay, here's your dip. Okay, we're going to see if it's going to turn into a buy now. All right. Yep, we can check the DXY, guys. I think that's a good idea. Let's check with the DXY here. Okay, look what happened. All right, it pushed up a little bit. It attempted to go in this pathway. Then you had your bearish engulfing candlestick here. Okay, this is a bearish engulfing. Okay, completely engulfed this previous couple candles, and now it's starting to walk back down. Okay. Oh, see what I'm saying? So it's now starting, it's got a break here, guys, in terms of this moving average to start to sink here. If it doesn't, it's going to consolidate right around and kind of sideways trade for a little bit before making its next move. It's just consolidating, guys. It's 8:48. Like I said, we're coming into news now, so you know what I mean. Just be aware, okay? In about 40 minutes. Okay, here's US 30 now. Okay. Minute 23, not too much, kind of getting sideways trading here. Okay. Let's check out gold again. Okay. I think a lot of people are on gold, so I just kind of flipping back and forth, and I know some people are liking US 30, some people are liking gold. All right. Settings for moving averages. Yep, this is the 200. Okay, I have a 200 exponential moving average on here. Okay, and then this is the 9 exponential moving average. Okay. Okay, so you can see now it's getting rejected at 1761, right at around that moving average. All right, now it's consolidating sideways, sort of. It's a little bit iffy because there's still 30 seconds left. We're going to see if it's going to hold in this area or if they're going to push it above. All right. Right now, okay, so you can see now they're starting to form that nice little buy. Okay, starting to come out, a little dip. All right, buyers accumulating. Okay, 1 second left. Okay, they're now opening it up bearish here. Okay, retesting in this area. retesting the 9 if we really zoom in. Okay, you can see now it's just hovering right around there. They pushed it above, they didn't want to let it drop. Now they're sideways trading a little bit. You can see there's no movement. They haven't broke it above 1762.12. Okay, it's roughly hovering, actually a 1762 area right now. Okay, right around there they're keeping it. Okay, and then obviously right up here around the 1763. Okay, now they're starting to get that selling continuation, starting to push it back in this area, holding support. Now you can start to see the bottom moving average. Okay, so that's why I have this on here, guys. It's not like used for crazy entry signals or anything like that. What it's used for is, like I said, support and resistance. You know what I mean? When it's clearly above or to the left on this side of the moving average, you know what I mean? You can kind of ride it up as like buying opportunities, buying pressure. Okay, and then when it breaks below, you can see how it broke below. It didn't have a continuation yet, but it would then be, if we're looking for sells, you can see here. All right, breaks down, holds below on the left to the downside. So until it starts to break above, you know what I mean, this is that when you get that continuation and then it's breaking above. So that's why I like to use it. It's kind of like a little bit of a lagging moving average, I mean support and resistance area. Okay, so now you can see it pushed up here and now it's starting to get rejected, pushing back in this consolidation area. Okay, okay, so let's look at US 30 now. All right, let's look at US 30 on the 15 minutes, see what's potentially forming here. Okay, so this is 15-minute, guys. Remember, we have the daily downtrend, or sorry, the hourly downtrend here forming. All right, we have two potential neckline areas. Okay, a neckline for a W forming. Okay, and then we have an M pattern that hasn't formed just yet. And the reason why we're looking at potentially an M is because of this overall higher time frame hourly downtrend. Okay, all right, and we do top-down analysis, guys, on every single call. All right. Okay, hopefully you guys are seeing that. This is gold now on the 15-minute. Okay, okay, consolidated, sideways traded, had a nice little push. Okay, and now we're doing the same thing, kind of consolidating, wait for that next move. All right, if it does, this is what I mean, guys. It's coming into almost 8 o'clock. So personally, like, if I were you, and I wouldn't look to be trading anything, because the last thing you want to happen is to be stuck in a trade and you're in a loss. Okay, for real, because look at what gold's doing now. It's kind of bouncing in these wicks right here. All right, sorry, bouncing in this area right here. You can see from the bottom wicks. All right, so just be aware, guys. Like I said, 8:30. I don't know where you are in the world. I don't know what you're doing. I don't know if you're just chilling or if anything is happening like this. But this news is about to drop, and it's pretty much the biggest news folder of the month. Okay. And if you're holding anything through that, like I just hope you realize that you are. It's going to be tough. It's going to be a tough day. You're going to have a tough Thanksgiving, guys. I like to end the call being thankful, you know, rather than you know what I mean, being in either having no account or anything like that, right? So okay, we have over 1 minute now. That's looking at closing. Okay, guys. Quick question here. Quick question. If you guys were trading pairs, okay, because I might next week I might start doing a little bit of pair charting. You know what I mean? It doesn't have to be during live trading. I like doing indices and stuff like that. But if we were starting to do some charting or anything like that, what is your favorite pair to trade? Okay, what do you guys like to trade? Ken Sid, if that's up to you, man. I wouldn't really. You still have about 25 minutes until anything happens. So Okay, so guys, you can see what we're looking at doing here. There's a lot of pair traders. Okay, gold is continuing to sell. What do I think gold can move, bullish or bearish? Okay, it has an opportunity to sell off for sure. Okay, but also has a lot of opportunity to pump. If we go back to Forex Factory and we look at the, you can see, okay, September 3rd last month, okay, it was negative. Okay, so gold would have ended up pumping. I'm pretty sure I was trading it and it did. Kind of forget actually, to be honest with you, but it's on the video last month. But you can see it was negative, and then you had two previous positives, okay, and two previous negatives. All right, okay. And then why traders care: job creation is an important leading indicator of consumer spending, which accounts for the majority of overall economic activity. Okay, NFP also called, so people who are asking what it's, and non-farm payrolls, NFP, employment change. Okay, so guys, when you're clicking on Forex Factory, click on these folders there and start to read why this is, because guys, you want to be as informed as possible. You know what I mean? It's really important. Okay, so look what's on gold now, guys. Okay, see, holding support here, a lot of bottom wicks, consolidating. Remember how I was mentioning this to you? I'm going to move this down just so we can get the bottoms. Okay, holding mid-range trading, kind of like this average is middle, in the middle of the candles. Okay, now it's starting to get below. We're going to see if it's going to continue. Okay, guys, so there's a lot of people who like trading pairs here and stuff like that. It's good. What time frame do you guys trade the pairs on? What's your favorite time frame personally? Because like, as you can tell, like I like scalping. Okay, personally, you know what I mean. I like trading pairs on the 15-minute. Okay, but what do you guys like? What do you guys like trading the pairs on? What's your favorite time frame to trade? You know, obviously you're on here to try to see what 5 minutes is about, but everyone also has their own go-to. Okay, there's a lot of 5-minute traders for sure. Okay, but guys, when you're trading on higher time frames, okay, you know what I mean, it's always nice to go to lower time frames to get possible entries. You know what I mean? Some people, they just don't like the erratic behavior of the 5 minutes. Okay, sometimes they like 15 minutes, guys, but just remember, guys, if you have paid version, you can go to 10 minutes. Look at the 10-minute candles here. Look at how sexy those look. You know what I mean? So see, had a nice little push, closed in decision here, no volume, sold off. This is 10 minutes, guys, so you can trade 10 minutes too if you like. All right, 5 minute, there's a lot of candles, a little bit of head fake indecision. Okay, so just remember that 5, 10, 15 minutes, very, very good. I like trading personally 15 minutes as well. Okay, but mostly on pairs. When it's like indices and stuff like that, I like a little bit lower time frames. Okay, okay, guys, this is going to be the 8 o'clock candle here. Okay, this is a new hourly candle opening up. Okay, so keep this in mind. We now are in a 30-minute time frame of some of the biggest folders drop of the month. Okay, so we need to be aware of that when we're trading. I'll change these charts here. Okay, but we're going to trade gold right through. All right, I just want you guys to see this in terms of how it drops and stuff like that. But this is going to be an exciting time. But if you're not familiar with it, guys, take a seat, get your popcorn, you know what I mean, drink your coffee, guys. Cheers to you. I have a nice cup of coffee ready. I might grab another one before NFP. I might need you know what I mean. I don't know what I'll need for NFP, but it's gonna be good, guys. That's all I'm telling you. Okay, so look, right as they come into the 200, okay, they're kind of consolidating it. Do you see how we have key areas drawn for the potential gap ups, gaps downs? Okay, just give me 1 second here. So this is US 30, guys. second. One second. Sorry, guys. Okay, guys, for our group here, I just sent you one of those charts. Okay, I want you guys to see potential areas of double tops and double bottoms. Okay, look at gold now. Consolidating a bit, guys. Okay. Okay, guys, I'm gonna flip over to US 30 for a second here. Okay. I want to see what's gonna happen on US 30. Okay. I want to see if they're gonna break it below this actual 200 or if they're gonna hold support here. Okay. Tody, if you're looking to join the group, guys, we have a website here. I'm not going to go over it. Everyone wants to just trade today. Okay, I'm just going to maybe show it once or twice, but it's www.stocksnipertrading.com. Okay, go to memberships if you'd like. Okay, we do have a monthly, and then we do have our PayPal. Okay, guys, so just check it out like that. All right. Okay, look at this now. Huge rejection here. Okay, it's now below. Huge bearish candlestick here. Okay. All right. Okay, so we know what's going on with US 30. Let's check out gold here. Look at gold, guys. I told you that's why you're not looking to sell too much. Huge pump, guys. Look at this. This is the 8 o'clock candle. We had the 7 o'clock. Now we have the 8 o'clock candle. Look at gold, guys. If you're still holding gold, you're looking good, and you can tell all this support right here doesn't tell a lie. Support is key, and now it's pushing up again, getting rejected at that 1763 mark. So it's continuing, guys. This is very bullish as of late, but now a top and a top, okay, equal potentially a double top forming. So now we just have to just be mindful and see what's going to happen in practice. Like I said, good risk management coming into what this candles are going to be doing, okay, in terms of the NFP. So I'm just going to move everything over here. This is 9 o'clock. Okay, that'll be a good time. Okay. So if you're still in gold, you're still good. Like I know there is people holding still. This would have sold, had faked out a lot of people. Okay, a lot of people. All right, but you can start to see that, like I said, they held good support here, and now they're starting to walk up. Okay. But what I can see forming is maybe a double top here. Okay. So I always look for these patterns, guys. For me personally, I always do. You guys don't have to do this, but I always do personally. Okay. You know what I mean? You can see why I'm looking at US 30 here, and you can have a continuation. All right. Or if it's just going to continue to push, you can see how it's getting rejected at that 1763 area. All right. Then in studios, you want to buy from London. Good boy. Ride that up, man, for sure. I didn't trade London today. I was getting some rest, but as you can see, look at that dirty, guys. That's a dirty move. Head faking people out. Now they're starting to solve again. It's still nice, but look at that. That's greasy, man. That's very greasy. You know, we know there's a lot of selling power up here. 1763 mark. Okay, 1763. Guys, just letting you know. Okay, there's at 9,000 subscribers. Okay, I'm going to be giving away a free 1 month membership. Okay, so I'm just going to be updating it ever since, but the subscriber who is number 9,000, okay, you're going to be getting a free 1 month. All right, guys, it's 8:05. Leading into this, I don't want to take off right away. Give me 2 seconds, guys. I need a coffee refill. Okay, I got to take a little bit of wash and break. I will literally be back in about 5 minutes. Not even five, probably 2 minutes. Okay, so just hold tight with this, guys. I'm going to be trading 8:30. You don't want to miss. You don't want to miss unemployment. Okay, just give it a 2-second break here. Need to recharge, and then I'll be right back. Okay, I'll be right back. All right, guys, I'm back. I'm back. Sorry about that, guys. I'm a normal person. I drink a lot of coffee, so you can imagine where I was. All right. So now, guys, double top potentially forming. I'm going to show you 8:30. Okay. That's NFP news. Okay. You can see we're continuing in the buy from down here. It's looking pretty good so far. Okay. All right, guys. So I can't. No more entries from now until then. Personally. Okay. Like, and you shouldn't be doing anything. It doesn't matter if this thing runs all the way up top. It doesn't matter. Stay away. Okay. You don't want to be hooked and attached right before here. Okay. Okay, so guys, cheers. Hope everyone's having a good morning here. All right, cheers to you guys. This is a nice cup of coffee here, and hope everyone's having a good morning so far. All right. Yeah, guys, 8K and Donkey Duck. I don't know who you are, man, but you end up getting it. Okay. Um, Guys, full transparency, I am in a US 30 sell right now. Okay, but I'm gonna, like I said, it broke down, held good support right around this neckline area. Okay. If this starts to go bullish, guys, I'm going to exit and I'll send you the loss. It doesn't matter to me. I'm not even willing to trade through it. Okay. Doesn't matter to me. I don't care if it reverses and it goes into deep profits. Okay. Okay. So you can see it's just heavy consolidation right now. Okay. And guys, you can see right here on the webcam, I'm just using a small micro lot. Okay. Well, not really micro. Okay. But it's a smaller lot size. I don't really over leverage. Okay. On anything, guys. Okay. Me personally, 2 minutes. I'm going to wait and see how this candle, and I'm going to close my trade, whatever it's going to be in, guys. It's small, so I'm not too worried about this. I'm not just willing to risk anything coming in here, just getting caught in heavy potential reversal area. You can see now they're pushing it above. Okay. I'm just not willing to get caught. All right. Guys, you should be listening. Yeah, that's a funny comment. Lottie. Guys, okay, so you know what I mean? Gold is still very bullish here. You can see, but it's tough. Like I said, if you're in this buy from overall down here, it's very good. Okay, for real, I'm telling you, it's very good. Okay, but I'm it's 8:30 is gonna tell. It's just listen. It's approaching a key area. You can see huge rejection points coming up. Okay, so I could see gold pushing up in this area right here. Okay, and then if the DXY, like I said, this news drops and it's not good, okay, or if it's good, gold can have a huge sell-off. But if it's not going to, it can have a huge continuation push. Okay, so keep in mind where we're at. We're coming into this area right here. Sorry guys, 1 second here. Okay, we're approaching this key area right here. All right, which is huge selling pressure coming in from higher time frame. Okay. Okay, guys, from the overall down here, this trade, anywhere in this, these guys are holding, held good support here. That's why I was drawing this. Okay, it didn't break here, guys. So you can see all these bottom wicks. All right, you can see all these bottom wicks on gold. All right, and guys, I didn't call this up here. Okay, I just moved it there. We were trading here, and this is just a continuation. As it moves up, I just move up the potential TPs. Okay, that's all I do. That's all I do. Okay. If you had it like this buy right there, okay, because of the consolidation and the support that it formed, you know what I mean? That's good, right? But if you didn't and you're holding just from overall, you're in heavy profits, okay, from down in this area. But again, if you're just sitting back and waiting, just wait, guys. There's nothing wrong with that, okay? Gold is bullish, guys. Okay, look at gold. Look at US 30, guys, starting to really find some support here. Okay. Okay, this is the new candle. I want to see what's going to happen with US 30. Okay. Okay, heavy resistance. Okay, they flipping it. Holding good support here. Rejected. Okay. Okay, let's check out gold again. Okay, so look at gold, guys. Remember how I had this key area right here? And if we go to the 15-minute, Okay, it's this area right in here. You can start to see. Okay, all the way around. All right, key supply area we're forming. All right, that's why, like I said, very key area. And if you look at this, guys, here, push, bounce, and then you have a continuation. Okay. All right, continuing, guys. Okay, so gold is still pumping, guys. Wow, gold is still very, very bullish, guys. Look at this, all the way from 1760. You know what I mean, guys? We're approaching 1765. Okay, that's a 50 pip move, and it's continuing to push. All right, look at this, guys. It's crazy. Okay, and remember, guys, how I was telling you, overall on the daily, I want to show you something here. Okay, guys, I'm just closing my US 30 trade. Okay, I'm just gonna send it to you guys. I took a $14 loss. Okay, for real, I told you it was a smaller lot. I'll send it to you guys. I'm just exiting because I'm not trading through NFP. Okay, but remember, I was telling you about on gold, we have the shoulder here, and now we'll have potentially another shoulder forming, which is forming a support. And if this continues going bullish, guys, like I said, it's going to start breaking up and starting to test these previous wicks, 1770 at least, which is the top here. And if it breaks above here, guys, you can get up to 17, roughly 75. Okay, look at gold, guys. It's pumping. It's pumping. Okay. Okay. Okay, guys, I just sent one of my losses. Okay, but it's I'm exiting. I don't care. It doesn't even matter to me. All right, I've been here and done that. All right, I thought it would have been a little bit bounce. Okay, why I don't trade NFP, you'll see. I'm not willing to put in orders and have them buy stop and sell stop here. I want to show you the first candle how it opens. Okay, and you know what I mean. Then we'll go from there. Okay, but you can see now, as far as we came up, guys, now we're starting to sell off here. Okay, so gold did push all the way up to the high of 1765.5. Didn't get all the way up to 1770. All right, and here's now US 30. Okay. Okay, you can see it's starting to push now, holding good support here. We'll wait and see if it's going to push or pull. There's still 47 seconds left. Okay. Okay, let's take a look at our DXY, guys. We have 10 more minutes, though. Guys, look at DXY. Look at this. Remember, I told you guys, listen, please. Okay. Remember, I showed you this bearish engulfing candlestick. Okay. This is where it started. Okay. Huge starting of the continuation of the downtrend. It broke, it retested, and then you had another continuation. It hit, and then it started to dump, guys. Okay. That's why it's really important. You can see when you start to spot these reversal patterns how important they are and how much that you can kind of rely on them. That's why gold is pumping. You see what I'm saying? Gold pumped because of that bearish engulfing candlestick on the DXY, right? And now they're starting to kind of retrace a bit. You're going to see some kind of consolidation maybe around this area before next push. All right. Okay, now you can see they're, look at this, guys. Now they're retracing. This is why what goes up must come down. And if you're in these buys, like I said, you want it to look to take partials. Okay, every single time it reaches one of these take profit levels here, okay, you could have exited. All right. you're starting to see people who are spotting candlestick. Someone's mentioning a shooting star. Okay. Guys, listen. If you're entering on this channel, okay. I'll start again just to show you, because there's like I said, guys, I trade on my phone. So you, like I'm telling you, I'm on my phone right now. I just sent you. I lost the Telegram group, but I'm on here. Okay, keep this in mind. I'm on here. All right, and let me show you why I exited that US 30 trade, guys. Do you see why I exited that US 30 trade? Look at this. I'm not stupid. I know when to get out of things. Okay, look at that. I would be down probably probably 50 $60, and I took a $14 loss. All right, do you guys see what I'm saying? This is why I decided to exit. I saw some good support here for me. Get the F out, wait till news, a couple minutes after, then we're good to go. Okay. Okay. So 2 minutes left, guys, and then we have the 825, and then we have our 830 candle here forming. All right. Look at gold, guys. Dirty move here, a little liquidity grab. Okay. Shooting star was rejected by finding key support right at the previous resistance. Okay. Do you see when they break above here? They're retesting it, holding the 9 and previous resistance, and they're walking their way up here. Okay, guys. All right. So I'm going to be realistic with you here. I'm going to just do this because we're going to trade gold through NFP. Okay. All right. Okay. Just putting this on here so you guys can start to understand. Okay. You are about to witness a massive move. Okay. I have no idea where this is going to go. Okay. But I am telling you right now. Let's look on the daily. Okay. Oh, the webcam girls are back, guys. Jacob, get rid of the webcam girls if you can, buddy. Yeah, buddy. Free webcams. Woo! Let's go. You go. All right. Let's take a look at the daily. Remember how I was showing you guys there's an inverted head and shoulder pattern looking to form. Ignore all this noise here. But we have a, let me slow this down a little bit. Okay, we have a shoulder here. We have a head. And then we have a potential support here forming the other shoulder. If this starts to break above, guys, you're going to see either a massive pump. Okay, massive. If it starts to dump here, I'm telling you, it's going to break through all the support and it's going to start to continue and start to test all the way down here. Okay, roughly targeting 1738.25 area, 1740. Okay, doing in this area these wicks. All right, because it's going to blast right through previous support and demand, and then you're going to start to see it tink. Okay. All right, guys, so 825 now, the new candle is opening. All right, you can start to see it. It's opening green. All right, guys, so this is where it's at here. Okay, if you're in this trade right now, secure the pips and get out. All right, just get out. All right, hopefully you guys listen to me. It's up to you. I'm not going to be having any kind of TP or anything on here like this. We're just going to let this ride, and then we're going to follow suit based on that, because it's about to destroy pretty much everything that we've charted here. I'm telling you right now. Okay, so watch on the 5 minute. All right. If it's going to continue, guys, it's going to hold above 1762.92, and it's going to push. Okay. And that's leading into the inverted head and shoulder pattern continuation from the bullish break at around 1760. We had it down here, bouncing off the 15-minute demand zone. Okay, this was one supply here. Okay, this area, okay, this green area right here, this was one supply. I had it as red. You can go back in the video and watch. Okay, so now because they broke through, and now it's becoming a demand zone. All right, but I'm telling you, this candle, the next candle right here, if it continues, guys, it's just going to be a nice massive push. If it dumps, it's going to be a massive sell. So just trying to get ready for this. Exit your positions now. Okay. Okay. Exit your positions now. All right. It's up to you. Okay. It's totally up to you. All right. But exit them. Okay. 8:30. Exit. Okay. Hugh J, buddy, you're understanding it. You don't want to blast away all your profits, guys. This has been a good Friday so far. All right, this has been a very good Friday. For the new people signing on here, listen, I'm telling you right now, this is the NFP. Stay away from this next candle that's opening up, and then we'll react based accordingly, okay? Guys, there's 300 likes on here. There's about 900 people. This is the most I've ever had in my entire life. If you guys like the gold trade so far, if you guys mind one, give me a like. You know what I mean? That would be huge. I'd really appreciate that. But if not, guys, no worries. Like I said, we'll just I'll earn my likes after, okay? So you can see, guys, they're starting to maybe bait you. Remember this demand zone right here, okay? Just keep this in mind, all right? It's not going to have any kind of bounce. It's not going to go like this. There's a minute 35. It's not going to come down here and bounce, okay? It's either just going to sink or it's just going to reverse the new candle and then it's going to massively rocket, okay? So look, guys, look at what's going on, okay? This is not even not NFP yet. All right, look at the 4-hour uptrend we have, okay? Uh-oh. See how they sold it off right here? Right before, guys. New candle's going to open up in almost under a minute, okay? We're just going to sit back and watch this, okay? Guys, this is gold right now on the 5-minute, okay? Okay, we have 37 seconds, guys. Okay, please exit your position if you're holding this. I don't want anyone to say that they held through it. You know what I mean? All right, so under 25 seconds now, guys. Just sit back and watch NFP News, Non-Farm Payroll Act, okay? Stay out, guys. Don't be entering. It's up to you, guys. You're entering completely by yourself. I'm sitting back and watching this, okay? New candle. Look at this. All our gold buyers. Look at this, guys. Look at that candle. Look at this, guys. You think I'm joking? Look at how fast that evaporated the wick. Look at the top wick, guys. Look at this bullish momentum. We had this from down here, 1760, guys. We're still in the trade, but like I said, exit out. It doesn't even matter. Look at this. Do you guys understand how, guys, that candle alone? That's an 85 pip. That's an 80 pip candle. Okay, 80 pip continuation of the buy. Okay, that's why you don't counter trade. Remember, they're baiting you in here. Okay, baiting you in here. All right, now they're continuing this push. Okay, remember all the sellers, guys, they're baiting you in there. All right, trade is continuing. The buy from down here. Okay, if for some miraculous reason you held, that's where the target would look like to go. Okay, if it's going to continue. If you didn't, guys, like I said, this is where we were at. Okay, okay, huge bullish push, guys. So it still stayed in. It still stayed in the buy area from 1760. You didn't even get any drawdown. Notice how it came on all of these buys right here, guys. Okay, all this support right here it held, and it shot up. Okay. Look at this, guys, huge. Look at this candle, guys. This is huge. Guys, 5 more viewers and this thing is literally 1,000 views. I've never had this in my life. That's crazy, guys. Okay, so now we're just waiting here. Wait for this next candle to close, guys. Okay. So guys, if this is going to continue, like I said, look at the, let's check with the 15-minute now. Actually, let's leave the 5. The next target is going to be right here. There's still a lot of push here on gold. A lot of push, guys. So just a continuation. You know what I mean? That's what that candle would look like if we take it, but we didn't. Okay, in terms of I didn't have that. There you go, guys. It just hit that next TP. That's a higher time frame support, 1770. So guys, if you guys remember, I'm going to just go to my daily now. And remember we talked about that inverted head and shoulder pattern happening. Okay, you can see shoulder, head, now it's shoulder, and it's really starting to push towards 1770. This is why I was showing you this previously, and you can watch the beginning of the call, because as soon as, like I said, we started to notice this key demand support area on the daily, it was almost not guaranteed, but it was a high likely that this would have been continuation of the shoulder, the head, the shoulder is now approaching a neckline here. If this thing continues, guys, this thing can at least start to fill to maybe 1775, okay, which is the top, roughly the top wick in the closes of these candles. All right, so now down to the 5-minute, you can see it's going bullish, guys, huge. All right, so if you were with me from the beginning of the call, you did understand that I had this. I just said, it had a high probability of looking at an inverse head and shoulder pattern here. Okay, we didn't have this huge green here take profit the way it was. We left it alone, but obviously there might have been some people in the current buy, which we were starting with at 1760. Okay, so this is just a continuation of that. So guys, listen to me, I'm not saying I had this green here. Like, I'm just showing you now that what a continuation buy would look like, bouncing on nice support here leading into the NFP. Okay, so always trade with the trend. Okay, always trade with the trend, guys. It's very important to trade with the trend. All right, make sure you're understanding this. If you counter trade leading into NFP, I hope you understand that, you know what I mean, it'll have a huge impact on your account. Okay, because if you got baited by these sellers right here, you know what I mean, you're done. Like, there's no way that, guys, I'm telling you this for a reason, because even if you had your stop loss here, sometimes there's a lot of slippage, and because of this massive news, these stop losses, they might not even hold. You know what I mean? Like, they might not even hold. All right, so, but now, guys, like I said, look at this continuation that you're having here, finding support at 1770. I mentioned it's the next target, I would say. Like, this is going to distort everything we had on here, guys. So just give me 1 second here. I'm going to go to the higher time frame, see how we're breaking above previous resistance, 1770, and we're starting to walk now. I got to go maybe to higher time frame, even the 30-minute. Okay, 1 second here. Okay, perfect. Next, and then we have 1775. Okay, so see how it's starting to continue, guys? This is going to really distort all my chart here, okay? But we have 1773 up here that is starting to approach, and then I was mentioning 1775 right in this area right here, okay? 1775 is the target, okay? Okay, and then we have a continuation here, okay? Hey guys, if listen, I'm gonna be real with you, okay? If I was making it seem like just not trade it, but it's more of a risk management thing, okay? There's a lot of people who maybe got baited in the sells, you know what I mean? Like, oh yeah, it's gonna sell off, I'm gonna get pre-market, right? So now it's like, you see what I'm saying? That's why I told you to just wait, because a lot of they bait you in here, they lure you in, okay? But it's not like they're doing anything, they're just having the retracement, you know what I mean? A pullback, they're having a pullback and then a massive continuation, right? So if you missed it, guys, like I said, now you can see how NFP drops. There's a lot of people who probably are not seeing NFP, you know what I mean? They really have no idea. But as you can see, guys, it's a huge impactful candle. But also, guys, let's take a look at how let's see how the news dropped. Okay, so we have US. Okay, average hourly was positive, the non-farm payroll was negative, guys. Okay, so remember, we had two positives and then we had an actual negative here. Okay, unemployment rate was positive. All right, so let's go take a look at actually how this DXY. See the DXY, guys? Remember I was telling you about this bearish engulfing candlestick. This was the whole overall starting of this negative trend. Okay, bearish engulfing, rejected, and then you had that huge sell-off. We're now back trading around 9400, sorry, 94.0 on the DXY. Okay, let's check out US 30. Shit, guys. So like for real, look what happened on US 30. See how they tried to pump it up at the last second here, and then it distorted. Like, it would have been good. Like, I was in a sell here and I closed it to the group, you can see that, but now we're, like I said, starting to pump. I'm staying away for US 30. We'll rechart this at a later time, but gold is still very bearish, bullish, guys. It's coming up to that, like I said, 1775 area. There we go, guys. 1775, it just hit it. Okay, that's huge, and it's still going here, guys. Look at this. All right. Okay, guys, so remember, this is only 8:30 we have here. We still have 9:30 open, right? It might not be a huge, massive push, all right? But you know what I mean? It's still, it's NFP, guys. It was a good Friday, you know what I mean? Imagine if we had to just started at like 8, or sorry, yeah, like just at 8. We would have been trading right here, got a nice little push, maybe a little head fake out. But since we were trading, we got in, and we were trading in at the entry at 1760. Just go back and watch the actual video, okay? I was telling people to stay away from even the 7 a.m. candle. Wait till we get the trend. Okay, as soon as 7 a.m. broke, we saw it here, and then we've been consolidating, holding good support, and now making our way up. Okay. All right. So guys, just keep in mind here. Go watch the video again. I do not want you to think that I had this drawn. Okay, this was over here. Okay, letting NFP drop. All right. I said we had all this charted previously. Okay, I just told people to exit the trade before 8:30. Let this candle drop. Okay, and then they do their business. All right, this that I've just moved over is just showing you that it's a continuation of the buy. Okay, because there was a lot of people who I'm even seeing now that that did actually hold their buy through this. Okay, and like I said, everyone has their own idea of risk management. Okay, if you held sells, guys, because you got baited, you know what I mean, your account is gone. You know what I mean? So just keep that in mind. All right. I want you guys to see it for what it is. Don't think that we had this on here. I just want to show you that, like I said, we waited for this, and then I just put it on there because it was a continuation. Okay. just because our viewers like jumped like fast. Okay, so I just I just wanted to be honest with you guys, right? So okay. So guys, we'll make a blog about this. Okay, I do know there is some people who are actually trading this. So okay. Okay, so now we're just letting news digest, guys. So we'll look for 15 minutes after. Do you remember how I said it? Wait 10, 15 minutes. So this was the 8:30. We have 8:35, 8:40 now, and we're gonna see what's going on with the 8:50 candle. Okay, see how it's gonna close leading into 9. All right. We did our business on gold. Like I said, I'm going to start flipping over and looking at NASDAQ and US 30. I'm not even really going to probably touch gold once we leave it. We'll look at it. All right. But keep in mind, if you're selling, guys, you're selling against a massive trend. Okay. For real. You're selling against a massive trend. Okay. This was an continuation of an inverted head and shoulder pattern on the daily. All right. Even if I check out the 4 hour. 4 hours not as clear, okay, but if we go to the daily, right, go watch the beginning of this call. Please, I want you guys to go watch the beginning of this call because I did show an actual drawing of this inverted head and shoulder pattern happening. Okay, I'll clip it, I'll edit it, and I'll send it to you guys. Okay, this is why you always start with a top-down analysis. Okay, shoulder, head, shoulder. Now, remember I told you 1770 was the target, and then I mentioned 1775, which is the top wick here. If we start to break here, guys, I'm telling you, we can start to get up in this area looking 1779, 1780 area, okay? And this is higher time frame. This is like, and I'm looking at it from this bottom wick right over here, okay? Because it's holding good support, right? They wicked it up above, okay? 1780.50 could be a target, 1780, all right? Wait for the pullback though, exactly like some people are telling you in here. Don't buy, guys. Don't buy. Wait for the pullback now. If you're buying now, you're buying FOMO. You're buying fear of missing out. Okay, fear of missing out. All right, I hope that makes sense to you guys, right? Because last thing you want to do is be getting suckered in. Because remember, they're starting to pull back here. Just keep that in mind, all right? Did you guys, honestly, do you guys appreciate me telling you when to stay out and stuff like that? I don't. I just want you guys to know I'm looking out for the traders out there who, you know what I mean, don't really have much guidance. And I know we get a lot of messages, right, about this kind of stuff. And I just wanted to show you, you know, live NFP, what it can happen, because a lot of traders have no idea about this. You know what I mean? I just wanted to show you this, chart this for you. I hope you guys listened. You know what I mean? Because if you were in sales, guys, you know what I mean, your account would have been blown, right? So okay, guys, I just wanted to get some feedback because there's a lot of people on here. I won't lie to you, I'm a little nervous, right, in front of 1,100 people. Like, if I was getting really excited about like 50 people, you know what I mean? Just 50, right? And now we're trading with 1,100. Like, guys, you know, I appreciate all of you, right? But I just want to make sure that we're trading with proper risk management with all you guys. Okay. Okay. Okay, guys, so you can start to see now that with gold, it's kind of having some indecision here, okay? It's starting to push and it's starting to pull and it's closing like a little bit of a spinning top, okay? Not too much momentum's continuing to be pushed here, okay? So it's 8:45, all right? All right, so 2 seconds, next candle is going to open, guys. Okay, it's opening bullish initially, all right, and you can see it's starting to walk up, possibly filling this wick right here. Okay, so it's got to break above this current wick, all right, but I want to show you something here. Let's just take a look at our RSI, okay, because a lot of people will probably want to see this live. Okay, look at the RSI, guys, and just keep in mind, like, this is only 5 minute, but you can see how overextended it is. It's roughly at around 80, okay, but this thing can still go up, right? It doesn't really matter, right? RSI can go to, like, you can see it can get all the way up to like 90, you know. So but it is pretty overextended, so you got to expect some kind of a little bit of a pullback here. Okay, how far will it go? I'm not entirely sure, but I'm not willing to fight against the trend here. Okay, I'm not willing to fight against the trend. All right. Okay, so there's 4 minutes left, guys. Let's see how US 30 is doing. Before we do that, actually, let's take a look at our DXY. Okay, so look, remember we had that huge drop, guys. Okay, psychological 94, right, is now trying to push above. They're starting to get rejected here. Okay, starting to get rejected. All right. But if you guys were trading with us, like I said, I went over this, kind of repeating it. Bearish engulfing candlestick was the leading indicator of why this sold off. Okay, so let's check out US 30 for a second here. Oof, guys, this is why I didn't want to trade US 30. I'm gonna move all my stuff over, guys, because at 9:30 we're gonna probably end up trading US 30. Okay, so guys, I'm gonna be real with you. I'm not here to tell you when to enter or to exit. Okay, if the trade ideas work in your favor, like I said, and you like the analysis, like I said, you can pull it. I put it with price flags here. So I want to just show you something. Maybe I'll show you on gold. It's a little bit clearer. This is US 30 is really fucked up right now. Sorry, we didn't swear, but look at this. It's disgusting. Stay away. Okay, so if you guys have been trading with us for a while, if you're still new and stuff like that, because like the we jumped fast, guys, in terms of, you know what I mean, viewerships right now. So I put on price flags here, okay, and then the green is leading into the possible entry. Okay, so if you're not familiar with how we trade, and then these were our take profits prior to NFP. Like we were trading in this area right here. Okay, we were trading within here. All right, we had the nice little push, consolidative gap around 7. I told people to wait. Then they're holding support here, so you can start to see that these price flags are your possible TPs and your possible entry positions. Okay, so I hope that makes sense. See, guys, we can't even follow it. There we go. Okay. All right, guys, so it's at a key area right now. All right, it's still going to hold. Let's see if it's going to hold support, if it's going to maybe retrace, but it's still looking pretty good. 1773 here. I would be very hesitant at continuing to sell off just because of all the power that this has, but let's just wait and see here. Okay, so we can see it starting to sell, guys. Okay, if you got in that sell, your entry, your TP is obviously 1770. I didn't. I'm just waiting for us right now. Okay, but remember, what come up must come down, at least to retest the initial 1770, which is that continuation of the push here. Okay. Okay, see how it's starting to sell. Okay, so now it's retracing. Huge, huge. Okay. Okay, so remember I told you 1770, what come up must come down. All right. So it's still your counter trading again, but like I said, I'm not. It's got to start to break, and like I mentioned to you before, guys, around the 9, as soon as it gets distended, okay, right, it's going to come back and want to touch and bounce right off here. All right. Okay, so it's finding some bounce here. Let's see if it's going to hold. Okay, so holding some support here. So here's that, remember I told you, 1770. Your quick pullback. Remember how RSI was extremely overextended? Okay, here's your pullback. Okay, now we're going to see if it's going to get a continuation here. All right, so sell. It's making a lower high. Let's see if it's going to make a lower low now and come back and touch the 9. If it doesn't and holds support here, it's going to be a continuation. Okay. Okay, so 351, you can see you're getting a nice top wick. Okay. Guys, the moving average that I'm looking at here is I have a 9, okay, and then I have a 200 down here. All right, so keep that in mind. Guys, they are holding good support at 1770. Okay, so look, that, like I said, nice little pullback. Okay, retracement. Let's see now if it's going to start to get that push. It made a bounce at I should have this marked, I do apologize. Okay, at 17, roughly 73.5. Okay, and that's, you can see where they bounced it. Now it's acting as resistance. For it to continue, it's got to break above here for the continuation. If it's getting rejected now, you're going to start to see it kind of retrace and push back down. All right, but as you can see, it's finding good support from that initial bullish, like massively bullish engulfing candlestick. All right, perfect, guys. Okay, so let's check out what's going on with the DXY. Okay, you can see now they had a nice little push. Okay, little retracement. Now they're bouncing it above and holding support around 94. Okay, it's a key area, guys, key area. And now they're walking way back up. Do you see how it got rejected at that 9? Okay, it started to sell off. Now it's holding support around 9.025. Okay, and now we're looking at walking our way up. If it's going to continue, guys, let's see how this is going to affect gold. Okay, gold is attempting to continue to break above, but you can see there's a lot of top wick. Okay, rejection. This wick is now lower than this previous wick. This candle is having trouble closing above this previous body, okay, which is above this wick. So now we just have to see. There's a minute and 38 seconds left. Let's wait and see, guys. All right. Kareem, hey guys. All right, don't worry. I'm gonna go switch around 9, and I'm gonna chart Nasdaq from the top down, and then I'm gonna go back to US 30 as well. Okay. Okay. Guys, no, I don't come. We trade pretty much every single day, guys. Okay. Your boy Nee, hey bro, if you were trading with us before, remember, just remember that. Okay, it has that on there the entire call. Guys, I'm gonna send a screenshot of one of the guys who are on this YouTube channel. Okay, to the Telegram group. Okay, it's a free. It's our free group. It's pinned at the top, guys, if you want to join. Like I said, we drop our links there. We drop some good information, some trades, ideas. I sent a sell stop yesterday on US 30 that ended up running. Took some partials, left the runner, kind of broke it down for you guys. Okay, I'm going to do a top-down analysis on NASDAQ at 9 o'clock for you guys, just because there's a lot of people here and I want to show you guys what we can do. Okay, but guys, make sure you're going to check out that free Telegram group. One of the guys said he completely saved his account. All right, completely saved his account because he got caught in the sell position right here. You know what I mean? He got baited in. They hooked him, and then he would have been, you know what I mean, like demolished, right? So it's really important to understand that's why, right? Guys, I'm not a pro trader. I'm not a pro trader. Honestly, I'm going to tell you this right now. We just trade live consistently, all right? And I do take losses, absolutely. We posted a loss on our Instagram last night. I took a $200 loss on gold, 20 pips, okay? Guys, if you're wondering what the group is called, it's pinned at the top of the channel here, okay? It's pinned at the top. And remember how we were kind of mentioning too that gold is really bullish, just looking for short-term pullbacks, guys. you don't always want to hold in sells because you're really going against the trend here. You know what I mean? So if you are in sells anywhere in this position, you're getting hooked and you're getting baited again. All right, because gold is starting to break up, starting to touch that 1775, which is a continuation. Okay, so I just want you guys to see that. You know what I mean? Okay, so now it's at 1775. This is why if you're selling anything, it's quick pullbacks, guys, because your selling opportunity is at a very small window. Okay, very, very, very small window here. Okay, if you're now in the red, just be careful, guys. Remember, 1775 is coming to a key area. You can see a lot of top wick here. There's a lot of top wick starting to form. Okay, so for a continuation, it's got to break through here, and then you're looking at the next target at around 1779, 1780 area if it's going to continue. All right. Absolutely, guys. There's no traders that have losses. Like I physically posted it, and I just posted a loss this morning on US 30. I got out because it would have been demolished. It would have been like bad, down probably 200-300 pips. I was in a sell and it went bullish, and I probably would have had to exit with a big loss. Okay. Okay, so we're coming up to 9 o'clock. Okay, just getting ready here, guys. Okay, so let me take a look at US 30 for a quick second. Look at US 30, guys. This is why I didn't really want to trade it. Look, I was in a sell, okay? I was in a sell right here, okay? I'll be honest with you. So look at the group, and it went bullish. I would have been down huge. It would have been nice, okay, because it retraced, but like I said, the erratic behavior. Imagine that went bullish, and I'm kind of fucked. You know what I mean? Like F. That's why I got out. Got out. You can check it in the free FX group, okay? Trust me, I was in this sell. Okay. So now, guys, it's coming up around 9. All right, guys, at 9 a.m., I'm just going to run. You guys are going to kill me here. I'm just going to run to the washroom really quick. Again, like I said, I drank a lot of coffee. I'm a little nervous. I won't lie to you guys just because there's a lot of people on here. But like I said, it's a good nerves. I'm excited. But give me like 2 minutes, like I said, and I'll be back and we'll do a top-down analysis on NASDAQ, okay? Guys, I took 2 gold sells, honestly. I'm going to tell you straight up. I know I went against the rule, but I'm not going to say this live. I took 2 gold sells right here. I caught the little pullback, and then I got out, in and out. All right? Done. All right? Okay, guys, so we're at minute 22, but I want you to remember something here, okay? There's a lot of top wick, okay? There's a lot of top wick, all right? But again, remember, we're still fighting a lot of pressure here. So what I could see happening is maybe getting a little bit of retracement, maybe closing below or around 1775, maybe sideways trading. All right. So let's just wait and see. And guys, like I want to also mention to you something that I'm just trading based on my rules. Okay. If you guys like it, if you like me or like whatever, but there's guys here, guys, I'm going to post something. Ronaldo. Okay. Hobbs. Okay. Look, he's sick, which is a sick pick, but he said he made 5K off this. You know what I mean? So, like I said, guys, it's all depending on your own risk management, right? Okay. Okay, guys, so it's 9 o'clock. Guys, literally give me 2 minutes. I will be right back. And when I come back, you guys don't want to bounce, okay? Because we're trading market open 9:30. This was just the warm up, all right? We might have, like I said, NASDAQ and US 30, okay? So give me 2 seconds. I'm just going to run to the washroom quick. Please don't leave, guys. I know there's like 1100 or 1.1K on here. If you guys leave, I understand, but I will be right back, okay? So just give me 2 seconds and we're good to go, okay? But look, guys, gold is still continuing bullish, okay? It's still continuing bullish here, all right? I will be right back. Hey guys, I'm back. Okay, cool, cool, cool. Thanks for staying on, guys. At least we still stayed with 1K. You know what I mean? All right, so guys, I told you when I come back, we're gonna do a top down on NAS. All right, here's NASDAQ. It was already previously charted. Look at NASDAQ, push, pull, and then you have a push. Okay, so what we're gonna do is remove all these drawings. Okay. All right, so let's go now on gold. Sorry, on the daily here. I want to take look at the bottom that it had. Okay, so I found really good support. Okay, 1 second, guys. Just taking one screen. Gareth, thank you so much for your comment, man. I really appreciate that here. Okay, so guys, look at Nasdaq. It did make a huge, nice little push. Okay, they found continuation from the overall demand zone on the daily. Okay, so if we look here, guys, I'm talking about this kind of zone right here. Okay, daily demand. All right, so let's mark this up now. Style, we're going to go green because it's a demand zone. Okay, all right, and then initially, like yesterday, we had this as daily supply. Okay, but now we're starting to walk up. All right, so we have some resistance. Okay, I'm going to when I do this, guys, I'm going to use my higher time frame as white or pearl, as you like to call it, whichever one works best. And you can see now we have resistance at 15,027 area. Okay, I'm going to get some nice other resistance breaking down this candlestick right here, but I'm also looking at finding good support right here. Okay, because you can see it was once resistance. Okay, so they push it down, they tried to push it back up, so resistance. Okay, now they made a bounce off the demand, and now they're walking it up and holding support and starting to really push. Okay, so remember, guys, this is Nasdaq on the daily. All right, so now we're going to walk it down to the 4 hour. All right, I'm going to extend this and show you guys what the 4 hour candlesticks look like. Let me close this so we can have a nice clean open chart for you. Okay, let me just drop it down here. All right, and it's interesting, guys, all around the calls that we've been doing as of late, they tend to push it right around the 200, and you can see with the 9 they're hovering it around. All right, okay, so we're finding good support right there as well. You can see push, bullish engulfing candlestick, and now they're starting to approach this again. All right, we have some good resistance at 15,053 area. Okay, so you can see roughly right around here. Okay, you can see there's key resistance forming. Okay, but that's not to say this thing can't push up, guys. It's acting as supply right now, and if we draw it right across, you can see. Okay, every time they bounced it, this was once demand. Okay, demand zone pushed and now became supply, simply because when it started to break, was rejected here and now rejected. All right, so you can see now this is higher time frame resistance and supply zone. So we'll see if it's going to come up here again and potentially sell off. All right. All right, guys, I'm just going to chart Nasdaq and then I will go back to gold. Okay, give me 1 second here. Okay, so if we start to break above here, all right, we have some resistance at 15,104. Okay, I'll go back to gold, guys. Don't worry, I will go right back. Just let me get this charted, because if I talk and I don't get it done, it won't stop. Okay. Okay, so this is Nasdaq on the hourly. All right, you can see right before on like 4 a.m. they had some consolidation, then it's a nice little push ever since. All right, so they found good support right at this bullish candlestick right there, and then they had that nice little push right above the 9. Okay, okay, and then we have a continuation. Obviously, if it's going to start to sell off here, I'm just looking at key areas where we had a nice little neckline, you can see. Okay, on the hourly, bottom, neckline break would have been right here. Okay, that's supposed to be white. Okay, but you can start to see neckline push right above the 200, and then you had a continuation. So that's a double bottom on Nasdaq on the hourly. Okay, okay, And now I'm going to break down the hourly into 30 minutes. Okay, so look at that candle pushed up, top wick, and then they have a bottom wick here. Okay, so now what we're looking to do is just tighten this charts up. Okay, so anything below now, what I'm going to do, I'm going to change this color to blue. All right, so you guys are understanding here, baby blue. All right, and you can see that they're finding good support right around this candlestick right there in terms of 30 minutes. See how they pushed it up, two bottom wicks. I'll show you when I zoom in. Okay, you can see they found really good support right here as well. Pushed it up, held, and then once, twice, that was a gravestone doji, but they held it. Okay, and then they pushed it all the way up continuously. All right, and now you can see, guys, in terms of supply, right, we're getting rejected here. Okay, on the 30 minute, it's starting to sell off now. All right, so keep in mind that we have good support potentially forming right around 14,951. Okay, so let's just see what's going to happen in terms, because it's 909, guys. All right, I'm going to look at refixing up US 30 at around 915. I just want to finish up charting this. Okay, so from the 30, what we're doing is dropping down to the 15. All right, look at this bottom wick here. See how they pushed it up? Now we have a bottom, held key support right around 14,931. All right, which is this previous wick, and they pushed it down. As soon as they came in that area again, you're starting to have nice wick. I'm going to erase this 9 just because it's a little bit in the way, and I'll put it back on in a second. Okay, so now you can see it kind of more clear as day. All right, nice little push here, breaking out of the double bottom, 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 neckline area. Okay, then they had a nice little push to the upside, now getting rejected at that supply. Okay, all right, so on the current candle, I'm going to just mark this area right here. It's the bottom on the 15 minute, and you'll see why. Right across. Okay, rejection and previous rejection. Okay, so if we draw this, see how when they broke it down, they held it below. Okay, rejected, came up again, pushed, and now they're holding support roughly at 14,954. Okay, so what we're doing is we're trapping this from a top down to price lower and lower and lower until we get to the 5 minute time frame. Okay, perfect. Okay, so now you can see they're getting rejected right in the supply at 14,990. Okay, when we drop it now down to the 5 minute, look at this consolidation crap. Okay, push, pull, push, now holding for the next big move. Okay, so keep in mind though, we're near an area of a lot of sellers accumulated. Okay, and we're going to wait and see if they're going to push or if they're going to pull this. All right, so it's only 9:11. Okay, but look at what was leading up to these big moves, guys. Like, look what was leading up to these big moves. See all this garbage right here? Head fake city, like no volume, but it's still in a steady uptrend. As soon as it got here, pushed up, wick down, stop loss raid, hunt, get you out, and they pumped it right back up. All right, but now, as you can see, coming into supply, starting to sell off, coming down and possibly retesting this area. If it starts to sell continuously, it can start to dump. All right, okay, so I'm going to draw a vertical line around 9:30. Okay, so this is New York Stock Exchange open. Okay, okay, if you're not familiar with this either, guys, this is very volatile. Okay, we trade this pretty much every single day. All right, so keep this in mind. This is going to have a nice erratic behavior as well. We'll come back to this in about 9:20. It's only 9:12. Okay, so I really want to go fix up. I want to check out gold for 1 second here because I know a lot of people are asking about this. Okay, look at gold, guys. Okay, still holding. It's pushing up. Remember, all you sellers, guys, quick, it's got to be a pullback. And then you have your 3-bar play, guys. Look at this. This is your 3 white horses. I'm not too sure if you guys understand this. 3 white horses. Okay, 3-bar candlestick play. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, this is a very bullish play. Okay, although I guarantee it on the RSI, this is extremely overextended, like overbought. You can still see that this is a very, very bullish play. Okay, okay, So there's about a minute and 55 seconds here. It's going to be around 9:15 the next candle. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to quickly look at US 30, guys. Look at this garbage. You see why we didn't trade US 30, right? I'm going to erase pretty much. I'm going to move these back, and then we're going to adapt, and we're going to look at this in overall view. Okay. I want to see what it's like on the 15-minute first. Okay, so look at this garbage trading, guys. See, 8:30 opened up, they dumped it. Okay, they ended up pumping it back up. All right, now we're trading in pretty much this area right here around 34,798. Okay, it's really choppy. I'm gonna erase some of this stuff so you can see it a little bit better. This is an overall hourly downtrend. Okay, you can see that we did a top down on this. All right, you can see it's nice continuously bearish downtrend. Okay, we tightened it up a little bit. Actually would have been down here right on these wicks. Okay, it got a little bit distorted when I was kind of doing some top down. Okay, so but it's still looking bullish, guys. From the holding a support 34,702, they were walking their way up. Bullish candle opened up right at the potential neckline for the M pattern, got rejected, and now they're starting to walk this up again. Okay, all right, so let's drop it back down now to the 5. Let's get rid of this noise here, and we're going to focus on pretty much the next few candles. Okay, I'm going to just erase this here. It's pissing me off. Okay, all right. Okay, so look at US 30 here, guys. Guys, where's everyone from? I didn't really ask you guys that. You know, where's everyone from? Like, I know there's about 975 people on here. We usually ask that. We've got people from all around the world. You know what I mean? So I just want to see where everyone is. All right. Philly, Netherlands, Dominican, India, Uganda, Dubai, South Africa, UK, Philly, in Albania, South Africa. Look at all this, guys. Look at where we're all from here. Guys, this is crazy. Okay. Do you guys understand that this is a huge, crazy all around the world, guys? Okay, guys, I am going to honestly erase all of this, and I'm going to do a top down again from the daily just for you guys, okay? Because this is leading into market open. I want to be a little more prepared than what we just saw here, okay? Okay. So I'm going to do another top down on US 30 for you guys. If you guys want to watch, you can see how this is done for how I like to do my top downs. Okay, guys, if you want to see where we're at, look at all the people from around the world where we are. Okay. Okay, guys, so remember, I'm doing daily. We have daily demand and we have daily supply area here, okay? So you can see now they're kind of consolidating in. As soon as they get up in supply, they start to sell off here, okay? So continuously, how I just did the top down, I'm doing 2 top downs on this call simply because of the news, guys, okay? So you can see that they found a push, close. Now it's indecision right now based on this current candlestick, all right? If it's going to hold here, guys, you can see it's right around this previous wick. They tried to push it up, rejected, now it's holding, okay? So I personally like to grab that, all right, right around 34,672, okay? Guys, if you can see where everyone's from here, this is absolutely amazing, okay? Like, for real. All right, and then we have some resistance. Okay, at 34,969, all right? So let's go down from the daily all the way down to the 4-hour now, okay? And we'll tighten everything up here. Look at what happened on US 30, okay? Nice double bottom here, bottom, neckline, this area right here. You can see right across the board. It was a neckline break, and then you had your continuation, okay? Made some rejection. Now it's hovering right around the 200, okay, for holding as support, all right? Okay, so now we're sideways trading here, guys. Sideways trading before we make our next moves, okay? guys, if you're from around the world and you're on here, honestly, I wanted to just say thank you. You know what I mean? It's crazy to watch the channel where it grew from 50 people watching to over a few thousand, or sorry, over 1,000, not a few thousand. Sorry, but I definitely appreciate all that. Okay, it's crazy. It's a huge, nerve-wracking thing for me, but it's a boost as well. It gets me motivated. Okay, so I just want you guys to know that. All right. So guys, we also have some nice support forming right around here, and the reason why I'm putting it there is because you can see they attempted to break it here. There's a top wick that got pushed down, and then they finally pushed it and held support right at 34,581. Okay. I'll check gold in 2 seconds, guys. It's still 919. So we want to get that bottom wick. Okay. And now we're kind of hovering right in this area, consolidative support right at 34,756. Okay. Just zooming in for you guys so you can start to see. Okay, if we put support right there, draw it, and I'll extend it across so you can see. Okay, see how every time they push it down here, they hold support, push it up. Okay, and they kind of consolidate in here. This one was a little bit of a maybe an impulse candle. Okay, if you're not too, guys, if you're not familiar what an impulse candle is, okay, go to the blog. All right, go to our blog section, www.stocksnipertrading.com. Just click show more, and we'll show you what impulse candles are. Okay, we just break them down for you in terms of the trap and gap, similar to what we're doing. Okay, so you can check that out, guys. There, and what I wanted to show you is, okay, see how we're kind of doing the same thing here. I'm just going to change this color here to white. All right, see how they try to push up, push down. So we're consolidated now on the hourly. Okay, we're trapping and gapping this on the hourly, looking for the potential breakout. Okay. All right, we're going to use that bottom wick at 34,703. All right. Guys, everyone's watching gold. I will get there in 2 seconds here. Okay. Okay, let's go there now. You guys are going crazy. Oof, 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 gold. Remember I told you 1780, guys. Look at 1780. That was the target. I did say that. All right, look at this. Guys, from 1760, if you would have held, you're up 200 pips. That's a $20 move, guys. That's 200 pips from 1760 was where we had that initial entry. You can't even see all the areas that we had. Okay, it's too distended. We'd have to, let's go on the 10-minute. This looks better a little bit on the 10-minute. Okay, this is where we're at now. I did mention to you on the daily. Okay, I want you guys to go back and watch this, okay, because this is exactly what we called, okay, shoulder, head, and shoulder. Go watch the beginning of this video, like for real. Exit off it, okay, exit off and go watch the beginning if you can. I don't know if you really can or not, but you can see that we call this inverted head and shoulder basically 1775, 1780, all right. And it's key to really do your top downs because you can really recognize these chart patterns, but also look for patterns forming on the daily. Because look, guys, 1780 now, it's going good. For all you guys who are hammering your sells, guys, you are counter trading. Okay, for real, counter trading is not necessarily the best thing to do on NFP. Okay, all right. So just remember, guys, if you're over leveraging sells right now, you're still fighting the trend. Okay. Okay, so now we're back on US 30. Let's go to the 31 hour again, just to show you. Okay, so here's that trap and gap we're kind of mentioning to you. Okay, it's trapped. Here's the head fake candle push back in. Now we're working down from the 30-minute. Okay, guys, in 8 minutes we're going to have market open, okay, which is the New York Stock Exchange. Okay, if you're not too familiar with what that is, that's what it is right there. Okay, New York Stock Exchange. All right, so 30-minute now down to the 15. You can see now it's starting to consolidate a bit more. All right, before we make our next moves to the top or to the bottom. Okay, now guys, I'm looking at maybe looking to trade US 30. It's looking pretty good here. It's for a nice little prime. We might not get a huge push, okay, but like I said, we'll wait and see how this candle closes leading into 925, and then we will watch basically how this opens again. Okay, it's basically like a news folder all over. All right, we have everything charted here. It's looking good. Okay, you can see that if it starts to dump, guys, we do have key support here and then key 34,282. Okay, We know that we're bouncing in a higher time frame zone. Okay. All right. Okay, so now we're going to drop it now down to the 5-minute, guys. Okay, so now we're in 5-minute. We have one candle, 9:25 until the 9:30 candlestick. Okay, so we're just going to erase this so you guys are understanding about this. All right, there is some key resistance now forming at 34,816. All right, if we zoom out, this is what we're trading in right here. Okay, remember we talked about those impulse candles. This is higher time frame, so hourly. If you're trading in and out of US 30 here, guys, and you're catching the bounces, these are sometimes 80 pips. Okay, this is an 80 pip box. 80 pips, boom. 80 pips is kind of consolidating right here, but it's selling off. Okay, bouncing. You can see made a little bounce down there. Okay, but then held, starting to walk up again, and now we're in this news area. Okay, so we need to see what it's looking like on the 15-minute. All right, you can see it's very bullish still. Made a bottom, now we're walking up. So let's check out the RSI. Okay, where are we at in the RSI? Okay, so it's hovering right around the 50 area. If you guys are RSI lovers, here's a little tip for you. Always make sure to do this around 50. Okay, that's just the middle point of the actual indicator. Okay, I'm not a huge indicator person myself, but like I said, I'll throw it on every now and then just to see what it's going to do. Right, but gold is, sorry, US 30 is about to make a big move, guys. I have a feeling. Okay, let's check out gold on the 5-minute in one quick second here, then we'll look at US 30. Okay, so look at gold, guys. It's still holding true. It's starting to push above 1780. Okay, it's at 0.5, and now you're getting some push down here. Okay, just like, you know, market open and stuff like that, or news, like I said, you don't really want to be holding this through 9:30, but like I said, it's going to be a ride for gold. I'm going to leave gold alone for 9:30. What do you guys want to trade? Do you guys want to trade US 30, or do you guys want to trade NASDAQ? Look at NASDAQ, guys. Okay, I'm just going to show you what's going on with NASDAQ right here. Let me know in the chat box what you guys want to trade. Okay, US 30 or NASDAQ, drop it. Okay, so you can see this, guys, is forming an apex here. Okay, okay, so there's two different pathways here. Okay, US 30, or sorry, NASDAQ can continue bullish out of here. All right, nice little stop loss. Okay, and it can have a nice little short position right around here. Okay, so if you're not too familiar with it, wait until maybe market open. I'm showing you two different directional paths here. Okay, if you're questioning what this is, right? So you can see how it's pushing, pulling, pushing, pulling. We're looking for a potential push. Oh, sorry, guys. On NASDAQ, a potential push here to the upside, and for having continuation here. Okay, if we're going to sell off, it's going to come down here, similar. All right, and then it's going to start to walk down. Okay, we're in, like, this is it's a symmetrical triangle. Okay, you can start to see it pushing in there. So we got to wait and see how this next candle is going to close. There's still about 3 minutes left here, guys. I'm just going to check it out, see what's going on in the chat. Okay, if we go on the higher time frame, remember guys, that it is very bullish here. Okay, but it is approaching a key supply area, so just keep that in mind on NASDAQ on the daily. Okay, all right, let's go check out US 30 here. 3 minutes. Okay, you can see US 30 is having some resistance right here across the board. All right, so if US 30 is going to continue, let's see where we're at in terms of the RSI. There's 2 minutes left here, guys. You can see we're hovering around the 50 area too. Okay, so it's good. All right, if it starts to sell off, we'll look down here in this area. Okay, So if it's going to be a long, guys, I'm looking for a break above this area right here, okay, into key supply. All right, so all right, and if it's going to sell, guys, this is the sniper trap and gap, okay? If you guys are wondering what we do in the calls and stuff like that, this is the trap and gap, okay? I'm not going to explain what it is, but you can kind of see it's breaking out of this key consolidation area right here, okay? It is still making some higher from this bottom right here, but like I said, in 2 minutes, this is going to open up. In 1 minute, guys, the New York Stock Exchange is open. So and the reason why I'm saying this is because it's going to have a push and a pull movement. All right, so keep this in mind, guys. I'm putting it up there. If you're new, like I said, don't trade 930 candle. Maybe wait 10-15 minutes before you have the continuation, okay? These are key areas right here, and where we're currently trading right now is rate 348. Psychological number. See how it's getting rejected there? All right. Guys, I'm not going to trade gold through market open. We did gold through NFP. I'm waiting for actually US 30, okay? So I want to watch NASDAQ too. There's 18 seconds left, guys. All right. Gold is getting a little bit of a curl. It's turning bearish a little bit here, okay? So keep that in mind. I'm looking more for US 30 now. Okay, US 30 did win. There's a lot of people who like US 30 here, okay? Here it comes, guys. New candle's opening. Let's wait and see how it closes here, okay? Okay. Okay, let's check out NASDAQ for one quick second here. Look at what's happening on NASDAQ, guys. It's starting to break out. Okay, starting to break bearish here. We're going to see if it's going to get a continuation. All right, you can see it's forming out of that symmetrical. All right, right to the apex, guys. Right to the apex. Okay, so it's going to make a key move right around here. You see how it's starting to wants to go bearish. Okay. See how it's breaking out of there. Okay, bearish. All right, you can see nice little push, and now they're having to sell at 14,946. Okay. All right, let's watch. Look at this garbage, guys. Let's look at NASDAQ for right now, okay? NASDAQ is breaking out of this apex and it's going bearish here. Okay, it's holding good support though. Okay, 14,925. All right. Like I said, same rules apply. If you're still new, maybe just wait a second here. But as you can tell, it's starting to break down. Okay, it's starting to touch around the 14,909 area. Okay, so wait and see. Remember, 10-15 minutes here. If you're trading this open, you understand that it's starting to curl a little bit bearish here. Okay, it could curl bearish, and then it could pick up some support right on here and go bullish. So keep that in mind. All right, just keep that in mind. Okay, US 30 is indecision. Okay, I wanted to leave it alone. I can start to tell what they're doing with it. They're just trying to head fake us. You know what I mean? We're gonna wait maybe first little bit of this candlestick to open and close. That's why I just want to see what's going on with NASDAQ right now. Let's see how they're really trying to push that down. Okay, that's why you wait a little bit. You can see how they're trying to push it back up, right? That's why, like I mentioned to you, if you wait 10-15 minutes, like on US 30, like I mentioned to have, I think it's gonna go new trading. Just wait for maybe 10-15 minutes here because it's in a trap and gap here. Okay, what'll happen is a lot of times you'll get a breakout here and then it'll go up maybe for the first 15 minutes, or it'll go down for the first 15 minutes, and then basically what we're looking to do is catch the reversal at like maybe 45. Okay, we'll check out gold real quick. Look at gold, guys. Okay, starting to sell off now. Okay, look for key support around 1777. Okay, if it starts to break there, guys, it can start to sell off. What if it starts to hold? See what I mean? It starts to hold here, it can start to walk back up again. Okay, just a similar pullback to how it's been doing. Okay, but if it starts to break here, look for 1775, a key area. Okay, there's look at US 30, guys, indecision to a T. Okay, okay, we might not even have a really good, honestly, market open simply because of the way the NFP acted, but we'll wait and see. It's only 9:33. This is still the 9:30 candle. Okay, you can see how they're pushing and pulling it. That's why I mentioned to you guys, if you're not too familiar with how this trades, just wait a little bit. You know, I could see what happening is they could push it back down here. Okay, if you guys are looking to do anything, if you guys are taking sells, it's got to be a quick scalp here, because they could, like I said, it pushed all the way down. It could push here. If it starts to fall down here, it could start to walk its way up again, or it could start to really sink down. Okay, so just keep this in mind. All right, didn't even make up to the entry on gold, or sorry, US 30 for the buying areas. Okay, remember, this is a trap and gap. Okay, let's check out NASDAQ. Look at NASDAQ, guys, broke right out of it. This is perfect. See what I mean? So they broke out of the ascending, sorry, symmetrical triangle. Okay, rejected, and then they sold off. So now your TP, guys, you can start walking it down. But make sure, guys, if you're doing this, that you're taking some of your partials here. Okay, for real, it's very important. Very important. All right. All right. Now let's check out US 30 here. I think US 30 is dropping too. Okay, US 30 is dropping too, guys. All right, look at this. They're starting to sell it. Okay, but this is still the first candle. This is only 9:30. So if you got in this, okay, keep in mind, this is the support here. They could bounce it anywhere around this area. Okay, and then pump it right back up. See how they're trying to flicker green? That's why we wait 5, 10, 15. You know what I mean? This is why we wait. All right. See? Head fake city, guys. Okay, now they're approaching since they sold it off. That's a very bearish candle. Okay, new candles opening. There is some resistance being formed. Okay, from previous structure, you can start to see it's the bottom of this bounce right here. They pushed it up. They're holding. Now they're holding good resistance here. If it's going to keep going up bullish, it's got to break above here. Okay, it's got to continue breaking above 34,726. And then start testing and getting back in this consolidation area. But if not, if they hold it down here, like I said, look for the continuation sell. All right, look for the continuation sell here. All right, next TP, if it's going to continue, 34,657. All right, I'm waiting for 15 minutes, guys. Trust me, I trade this enough so I understand it. Okay, so you see the target on the sell here if you got in at 34,753. Okay, and now we're dropping it to 34,657. Okay, I know there's a lot of guys, regardless if I'm telling you or not when to do this, buy or sell, they're already in. You know what I mean? I know that they're already in some selling pressure right now. Okay, but if it really starts to break here, guys, like I said, we're coming to a key area. Okay, if it's going to continue, it's got to start to break here, which it's doing. Okay. Okay, so this would have been, I'm just pushing this over for people who, like I said, decided to look to take that just so it doesn't affect what's coming. Okay, but 34,753 would have been nice in terms of selling. Okay, you can see now that they are finding good support right at that 34,657. Okay, so let's check out gold for a second here. Okay, remember they're at that key area right now, 1777. I did mention that that could come to here, and now they're going to get a push or a pull. If it starts to break here, guys, going to continue down. All right, but it's got to break below 1777 and start testing 1775. Okay. Okay, so you can see what's going on clearly with US 30. They're having some indecision. This is a very good support area right here, judging by when NFP dropped. Okay, you can see NFP dropped here, and they made a bounce. They tried to break it, but the buyers held. And now we're having possibly the continuation of the sell here. Okay, so just keep this in mind. You don't really want to be selling here, guys. This would have been the market sell. Okay, but now we're just waiting until, like I said, right around this area right here. I'll draw it for you, because a lot of the times first 10-15 minutes they're going to have their let the market do its thing. Okay, let the market do its thing, and then we'll react based on what it's doing. Okay, let's check out NASDAQ for 2 seconds here. Look at NASDAQ, guys. Huge sell-off, massive. Okay, broke right through. Now it's doing the same kind of consolidative structure as US 30. Okay, but if it starts to drop, guys, that's the target. All right, you can see that it's finding good support around that area. Okay, and I'm going to move this over similarly to what it was. I didn't have it exactly there, but we had our targets. I just want to see what's going to happen with previous or future to come structure. Okay, so there's 1 minute left here. Let's check out back on US 30. NASDAQ is still good, guys. Make sure if you're in this and you have a stop loss, okay, just make sure you remember, guys, I'm trading on my phone right now. I'm just waiting for the 15-minute candle, and then I'll be trading 100%. Okay. You can see though that this previous wick, okay, it broke below this wick. So like I said, it is starting to make a nice little low position. We want to check out how this is looking on the 15-minute here. Okay, that's a lot of bearish pressure. Okay, a lot of selling pressure starting to come down, but there's a lot of support really starting to form here. Okay, that's why 9:45. Wait 10-15 minutes and we'll catch the overall move, because if not, guys, like I said, this thing could flip sections, okay, and then end up coming above here 34,753, and then it's like basically you're trapped, okay, and then they could flip it bullish. That's why, like I said, patiently waiting, but I'm just showing you this in case you are trading as a market open trader, which I know there's actually a lot of traders who do that. So, and here's your next candle that opens. Okay, so we're going to wait and see if this is actually going to hold true to and continue its sell, or if it's going to act as support, and then we're going to walk our way up here and start to push in this consolidative area. Okay, big wick here, guys. A lot of, like I said, there's a lot of buyers here too. Okay, so that's what I mean. 10-15 minutes and you're gravy, guys. If you're selling here, like, you're getting head faked. All right, huge. All right, let's look at gold here. Look how it sold off here. Okay, roughly touched 17, almost 53. If we erase this thing, let's see the bottom wick. Yep. Okay, so it touched 1753.75, and now it's starting to work back up here. Look for the retest, guys. It's going to come back up and retest this area, 1777. If it holds, it's going to start to drop again. Okay. Okay, so this did not happen. Okay, what happened is it sold off. Okay, found good support here. It's starting to retest. Okay, if it's going to continue, you can start to look for gold maybe to fall roughly right around this area right here. Okay, if not, it's going to hold good support here, and then it's going to walk its way up. Okay, retest, and then possibly form maybe like another continuation touching that 1780.5 area. Okay, all right, this is gold, guys. This is gold. Okay, okay, NASDAQ, same thing with NASDAQ, guys. Okay, so market open traders, like I said, you caught the nice little sell-off here, but now, like I said, they always have some kind of a pullback. Always have some kind of a pullback, guys. So now, like I said, that was the overall trade for some of you guys. I know people banked in the group they did. Now 10-15, we're coming at 940, 945, we're looking pretty good. 945, we're looking pretty good. Okay, let's check out the 15-minute candle. Okay, look what's going on here. Okay, consolidating, sold off, big bottom wick at 14,851, and then it's pushing back up. All right, let's check out US 30. It's probably going to make a full retracement here, guys. There you go. See what I mean? That's why. Remember what I was mentioning to you? Okay, if you don't trade, if you're new, don't trade the 930 candle, 10-15 minutes. Okay, we're now approaching 945. All right, and why this is so important is because look at how this traded. Okay, it sold off. Okay, initially 930, they had faked you, they dropped it all the way down here, they got sellers, and then they just, now they're just taking from them. Okay, because look, guys, this is going very, very bullish now. Okay, the only way it's going to get rejected is if it holds against this 200, below this 200. Okay, and what I can do, since I haven't done it in a bit, I'm going to throw on the 9-day EMA. Okay, exponential moving average. Okay, So look guys, see they're starting to test that 200 now. All right, very important key area. There's about 2 minutes left. Okay, look at the wick down, guys. So you can tell that US 30, there's still a lot of selling pressure here. See, they've tried to bounce it, getting rejected at that 200 now, okay? It's erratic behavior time, guys. Remember I told you? Huge J, it is crazy, man. That's why I did put this on here, guys. Like I said, I trade this every day with you guys, like live. Okay, guys, if you guys want to trade this kind of stuff every day, I go live every single day. Every single day. Okay? So make sure to check us out, like and subscribe. Alright? Let's check out gold here. There we go, guys. Gold starting to retrace. See how they pushed it up? Now they're starting to sell it off again. Okay? It's looking pretty good. 1775 area is where they're getting that key rejection wick, and now it's starting to push down. Okay, so it's following this pathway, the bearish pathway. Okay, and see how it's retracing, selling off. Look for key area right around here, guys. This is going to be your key area. Okay, you can see they found good support 3 times. Now they're working their way up or down. All right. Guys, every morning, usually at, I might start at 7 now, but it's usually 8 till 10. Okay, 8 till 10. All right. Okay, guys, so if you're in this gold sell here, I had the pathway mentioned. Okay, didn't even turn bullish here. I'm just going to show this just to show you guys if you got in anywhere around this area right here. Okay, you want to make sure you have your stop loss nice and tight. Okay, nice and tight. Okay, I didn't have this on here. I'm first time drawing this right now. Okay, so I'm just showing you this based on that. So if you're in this, guys, make sure you remember it's a quick trade. I'm trying to show you some risk management here, right? If you have a higher stop loss, totally fine, but make sure you're moving it to break even if you're in this trade. Okay, we're looking at scalping here. We're not looking at maybe overall long-term holds. Okay, it can really still sell off, but again, they're coming to key support. All right, so if you're in this, start securing some of the partials here. Okay, so if you're doing say a 1.0, all right, maybe start to secure like 50% of that. Okay, you know what I mean? Okay, let's check out US 30 now. Look, US 30, guys, the dirty. Okay, they're holding it below the 200 now, but you can see they're starting to make a bounce. Let's see if they're going to get a nice hold below here, and that could start selling off. You can see they're holding it below the trap. All right, and guys, what I mean by the trap, okay, this is a trapping gap. You guys have probably no idea. I did this on the hourly. Okay, see what I mean? Consolidation. Okay, impulse candle. And you can see it's a consolidative structure right now. Okay, looking for the potential breakdown. Bearish, this could be a bearish flag here. Okay, sold off, bounced, continuation, then we have the dump. Okay, oh, sorry guys, let me just change this up here. Okay, so you can start to see consolidative structure now selling off. Okay, bearish flag on the hourly. That's why I kind of set up, I like the sell opportunity here, but we'll wait and see. See how they're closing it below. Trying to push it back up. Okay, okay, let's check out the DXY in 2 seconds here. Look at DXY, guys. Remember we talked about this? Held good strength against 94. Ever since it bounced at 94, it's had a continuation, guys. Full retracement from the overall bearish engulfing candlestick. Okay, full engulfing bearish candlestick. All right. Look at gold, guys. Okay, made a nice little pull down. All right, bottom wick right here. But now you can see there's a lot of buying pressure here. Okay, so just keep this in mind. All right. 1 second, guys. Sorry. Okay, let's go check out your US 30 again. Okay, US 30 is dropping, guys. All right. It's dirty. This is the dirty 30, guys. Let's check out NASDAQ for one quick second, then I'll flip back. Look at NASDAQ. Okay, NASDAQ, it held nice. Didn't even come up and hit stop loss, so it's still reversing down, okay? So, guys, you need to understand these types of patterns here. We just had like I said, this over here. I just dragged it on simply to see if it was going to continue, but I had the price flags on here, 14,946 area, okay? And guys, like I said, when you can start to see these symmetrical areas coming to an apex, you set it up like this. I'm going to tell you right now, you could have set up both like this, okay? But because of the 915 candle, like I said, wait, you could have, it's just better. It's better in terms of being patient, okay? So now, if you see, guys, there's a lot of bottom wicks, all right? A lot of bottom wicks here, okay? So we got to keep in mind that the buyers are still sitting in this area. You know, we're retesting below the 200. Okay, we're still on the 5 minutes, so it's really choppy right now, guys. I think it's just because of the news that just happened. So let's check out if there's actually any further news here. This 10 o'clock news, but it's not going to have much impact. We got past all of it, okay? So we're just now patiently waiting, all right? Let's check out our US 30 here too, okay? Okay, so US 30 is still kind of bouncing. Okay, new candle is opening, guys. You can see how they're flipping it from bearish to bullish now. You're seeing that bottom wick, okay? Now they're trying to hammer it down, okay? This is... Okay, guys, I was in that sell. Okay, they're starting to really hammer it down, guys. Okay, so but now what I'm not liking now, guys, I'm going to secure this, okay? I don't like how there's a lot of this bottom wick, okay? There's a lot of buyers here, okay? So it's very important to understand. Yep, see what I mean, guys? So I secured it, I exited it, I took that, all right? We're good to go. Okay, if it still holds down here, guys, I might add something else, but we'll wait and see. There's just a lot of bottom wick there, okay? It's like kind of a gamble, right? You know what I mean? So I think we've been going for 4 hours, guys. I think we've been going for 4 hours, okay? So guys, remember, 9:45 you can see it was indecision, okay? Once that candle closed, it opened up bearish. That's when you catch that, okay? So let's check out gold here. Look at gold, it's still trying to get down to 1770. Okay, you can still see it. All right, it's looking pretty nice here, guys, but just keep in mind you want to start to secure some of your partials here. All right, you don't want to just be caught in here in terms of it finding support and then it obviously goes huge. Okay, Daddy, bro, I do go from a top down for sure. That's why I always check in the 15s and stuff like that. So good tips, though, man, for real, for real. Okay, so you can see now gold find a little bit of a bottom here, and now we're looking at making either continuation or support here. Okay, remember how I told you 1770.64 is going to be key. All right, all right. So let's check out what's going on with US 30 again. US 30, guys, come on, dump, 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 dump. I want this thing to tank. Let's see, guys. Do you guys think US 30 is going to tank? What are your thoughts? What are your thought processes here? Okay, if it does, it's got a little bit to go. Let's go, guys. Let's see. Look at this, guys. It's starting to bounce. United Mindsets, bro. I was already in it. I posted the Telegram group. I got in and out. Okay. Let's see what's going on with gold here now. Okay, so remember, guys, I was telling you this. Okay, 1770, it held support here. You're now breaking below 1773.50. It's retesting here. So, guys, make sure to secure some partials here. Okay, for real. For real. It could come back right up to 1775. Okay, I'm telling you this right now. If you're in this gold trade, secure some of your partials and maybe leave a runner. All right. Okay. So now, like I said, US 30, it's a lot of bottom wick here, okay? A lot of bottom wick. All right, so let's wait and see if it's going to continue or if it's going to flip switch, start testing this 200, this 90 MA, and then we're going to walk it up. So guys, if you're in US 30, start to get out of it, okay? This was the area up here of entry. You should never have been selling down here, guys. Never been selling down here, okay? You can see by these bottom wicks, if you're selling, you're going against it, okay? Sell opportunity was up in here, okay? So let's just wait and see. Okay, so it's grabbing some liquidity down there, and we're going to see if it's going to pump. Okay, same thing with NASDAQ, guys. Okay, it started to have a nice little breakdown. Okay, it sold off. Okay, closing below the 200, below the 9 is a key area right now. Okay, so we're going to see if it's going to dump and continue bearish. Okay. Okay, so we can definitely check one key indicator here is the DXY, guys. And remember, look at this key area right here. Remember, that's where that bearish engulfing candlestick happened. Same kind of area, rejected off the 200, and then it sold right off. Okay. United Markets, United Mindsets. If you're using a small account, man, you need to use micro lots. Micro lots. Okay. Look at US 30. It's just dancing around. It's kind of consolidating in here too. You can kind of see. Okay. All right, it's kind of consolidating right in here before making its next move. Similar to the higher hourly consolidation, we now have 5-minute consolidation here, okay? Okay, guys, it's around 9:57. Give me 2 seconds. I'm actually going to... I just want to show you one thing, guys, that we have here, okay? This is our company that we have, stocksnipertrading.com. Okay, you can check it out. All right. Basically, scroll through the page, guys. This is our monthly membership. So we do Zoom calls 4 times per week. Okay. We do webinars 3 times per week. These are recorded and provided to you. Okay. In the chat as well as basically uploaded to our website. Okay, we have 52 weeks program that we designed for you guys, plus it's a little bit longer. We're adding another 20 tutorials coming up. All right, we do live Q&A, live trade ideas, you know what I mean? We have a live chat that's absolutely bumping. A lot of our guys made profits right now. Okay, huge. If you guys have any questions, you can do the pop-up right here. Be happy to help. All right, we have some sniper trading tax consulting soon. It's just with North America right now. All right, so keep this in mind, guys. As much as you're trading, you need to do taxes regardless, or else the taxman is going to show up at your door. Okay, so guys, this is our blog section right here. I'll touch upon more of that in 1 second. All right, but just scroll down, guys. Like I said, check it out. Make sure to subscribe to our channels: Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, and Telegram. This is our market broker of choice, Fusion Markets. There's basically, it's low spreads, low commissions. There's no commissions on indices. Okay, so guys, make sure to just join the newsletter. Okay, that's the only thing that I would suggest, because what we do is we send you these blogs here, okay? So 3 sell orders at a critical area. You can see we do an intro, we do an actual chart breakdown for you here, okay, A, B, C, D, then we break it down for you. And we have many blogs like that, as you can see here. Here's one of our webinar examples. Okay, you can watch that, see what we kind of go over and stuff, and see if you like it. Okay, and then obviously with the program section, membership, I went over the membership in terms of our monthly, but guys, we do have PayPal options as well. Okay, and then we do have a one-on-one trading consulting that we do. You get 1 hour with us, and we record it and then send it to you. All right. But guys, the reason why we do YouTube is to just pay it forward for you guys. Like I said, there's a lot of people on the call today. Maybe some people can't afford it, you know what I mean? Different things. But that's why we do provide free things for you in terms of just 1 call per week. And hopefully you guys enjoy it. Okay, but that's the program, guys. StocksNeverTrading.com. Always make sure to pay it forward. But as you see, what's going on with US 30 is they're finding some good consolidation area, and now they're pushing it back up. All right, they're going to push it back up in this hourly, basically consolidative area. Okay, and then we'll go from there. We do trade crypto, actually. We traded crypto on the weekend, last weekend, and like I said, we have a video ready to upload. But we do crypto, we do Ethereum, we do Bitcoin, scalping, and stuff like that. But you got to make sure that your broker is actually okay, in terms of your commissions and spreads. All right, so look at gold now, guys. Gold, okay, is now engulfing, not engulfing, sorry, but it's starting to go bearish again, but it's still finding some good support here. Okay, all right, so let's check out what's going on with NASDAQ as well. Okay, NASDAQ is still having that continuation sell, so it's looking pretty good on NASDAQ, guys. Okay, so NASDAQ didn't even come up, didn't even retrace and touch our stop loss at all, right? If you got in from 14,946 area, you're good to go. Crypto is part of the membership, guys. Yes, we do trade it privately in our Zoom room. It's not live, okay? All right, so let's just check out one last time, guys. It's about 10 o'clock. I got to get going. Like I said, I've been streaming for 4 hours. So real life kicks in now. You know, I got to go see the family and stuff like that. All right, so you can see now US 30, it sold off, made a nice little push to the downside, but as you can see now, they're starting to push it back up in this consolidative area here on the hourly. It's now testing the 200, which again, keep in mind, is acting as resistance right now, but if they start to push it above, which they're trying to, it could start going a little bit bullish, retracing, and then holding support, and then we'll walk it up, okay? So, but let's just finish off on gold here, guys. You can start to see that gold was the play of the day. We scalped gold for a good amount, you know what I mean, 1760, and then it ended up running to 1780. We didn't catch this continuation. We told people to stop trading. There are some traders who had a nice little push here, but you can start to see that it's starting to retrace now, holding below, and then we're going to get a continuation, okay? Okay, guys, but like I said, 10 o'clock. I got to get going for the weekend. You know what I mean? Guys in our group, we're probably going to be doing a crypto call tomorrow in terms of Zoom. Okay, so we will let you know. Stay tuned, guys. I don't know if we're going to send out many trade ideas today just because of the way the market is kind of trading now. Okay, they made its move. So Friday is also notorious for head fake days. Okay, so definitely, if you guys like this, you know what I mean, like, share the video. If you guys want to tag us on Instagram, we'll repost for you and stuff like that. But we're really excited to continue with this, and I hope you guys liked it. You know what I mean? If you did, like I said, just hit that like button. Hopefully everyone did really well and they understood why to stay away from NFP, as you saw. So guys, we're going to be going next week again. All right, guys, in our membership group, like I said, all the Tokyos and stuff like that we're probably going to be doing mostly London calls on our private Zoom next week. Okay, so just keep that in mind. We're probably just going to stream New York. Okay, so guys, if you're into London and stuff like that, we do London calls as well for Zoom. I might do one call on YouTube, but the rest of the stuff is going to be for our guys. Okay, so guys, we're not changing times next week, guys. I'm rolling for the whole month in terms of trading on YouTube. All right, so you'll get me the entire month. This bearded beauty, I guess you could say. So, all right, guys. I hope everyone has a wonderful day, and God bless, and have a good weekend, guys. For Canadians, it's Thanksgiving, so happy Thanksgiving to everyone. I know for the States and everyone else, it's not, but you know, I hope everyone has a good, relaxing weekend, and God bless, guys. Okay, so have a good weekend, and we'll see you next week. All right. Thank you so much. Goodbye.